Just do a little test for me again, my love.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, you and me. I don't know.
It's gonna be quieter than people, but you can be heard. It's
Okay.
the level.
Okay.
Oh, that's better.
I will speak louder then.
Perfect.
Or I will scooch over a little bit more, maybe.
Just angle your talking to.
Guys. ASMR time. Hi, guys.
Hello, everyone! We've been on for that entire thing! It was just meant to be a sound test.
Hello.
Hello, one and all, and welcome to the crazy start of session 5 of Seeking the Hidden Realms. I am your humble GM, Joshua McGregor. My pronouns are he, him, and I am joined by Alberta.
Hi, I'm Alberta. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Suzie Coyne, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Are you there?
So I'm rolling a new character right now.
Yeah.
We didn't deal with that between sessions. Carrie!
My name's Carrie. My pronouns are they, them, and Piuwhgieawrg, my goat folk character, uses he, they. I just completely forgot the rest of my sentence for a second.
This is the best intro we've ever done, Kieran!
Yeah, I'm Kieran, he, him, and I play Dendro.
How does it feel,
Josh,
Kieran, to always have the most succinct and professional intro?
Just that kind of level, professional within, professional without.
The rest of us are off the rails, but Kieran is our rock.
I am the rails.
I am the rails. We'll see how long that lasts this session based on what we were just talking about. Okay. Last time we left off, you guys followed up on the quest given to you by Dew and investigated what was going on in the town of Jart, the junkyard and repurposing town. We had a little flashback over to Suzie and what Suzie got up to, seeing the performance of Nyasa, the heirs who lie in the hero's meet in Tomagot, and speaking to Keswick Tall, getting a few leads, and then meeting and talking to Tilly the Goblin, who was delivering a message from Hellebore after the chaotic disassembling of the Moonlight Carnival. Suzie then offered to bring Tilly along, so Tilly is now in the ship, and you guys all collectively went to meet Sam. You met Sam, Dragonborn from Madazion, looking to master a martial technique. And Dendro fought him one-on-one in the loosest possible sense of one-on-one.
Very much.
With much interference from Piuwhgieawrg and Suzie, which then became an all-out fight. The fight ended in your victory, however, and Sam had mastered the technique, was willing to go, but you discovered at the last second that he had killed Wheat and trapped his soul on a digital soul cage, which is what that AI inhibitor was that Dew was talking about, and was being used as collateral. Dendro then killed Sam by punching a hole in his chest. The Estatorio brothers vamoosed off. You guys got a short rest in, which was good, and looted the house. You got 500 gold, 2 potions of healing, 1 superior potion of healing, and then we'd called up to said, hey, Suzie, there's someone up here asking for you by name, and it happened to be Adelar, the Dockmaster from Tomagot, who repossessed, the Arrow starship at the very beginning of our campaign. When Suzie fully just wanted to leave the room in the middle of his monologue, he got pissed off and straight up killed her. And that is where we are now. So, Dendro and Piuwhgieawrg.
Yeah.
Can I get perception checks from the two of you, if you'd be so kind?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. This is a flat roll. 11.
Perception.
Perception. 11, you said.
Yes. that should be-
16.
14 for me. I have +3 wisdom.
14 and 16. It is not difficult for the two of you to hear the colossal boom of force from upstairs. I know that Piuwhgieawrg, you were inside. Are both of you inside, sort of like looking
I
for
would have been
things?
inside. Would both of us have known Suzie went upstairs?
I believe that Piuwhgieawrg heard. Yes, I believe that Piuwhgieawrg heard the call for you to go upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, I was resting outside. In like
You were
a
resting outside, that's right.
bathtub or something.
Okay, so
It was a dinghy.
In a dinghy.
Oh,
that's
yes,
it.
you were in the dinghy. Let me just put you in the dinghy.
oh, is there Albert?
There will be Albert in just a second.
Okay, cool. I think almost a reflex. Firstly, Piuwhgieawrg's been like, "Oh!" like that was a very loud noise, and then like feels dread, realizes, Suzie, Suzie,
Incredible.
and goes upstairs.
And goes upstairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send an Albert link
Yeah.
to you all so that we can know a little bit more clearly what we are talking about and swap over for the people at home. There we go.
Oh, I assumed that you were upstairs. Is it just one floor?
There is an upstairs. This building
Okay.
doesn't have an upstairs. We're just
Okay.
we're assuming that that there are let's say that there are some stairs where Piuwhgieawrg is. So, you call Suzie a couple of times. You go up the stairs and you see that there is a straight hole in the wall, in the doorway, like on the side of the doorway. So the door is partially hanging off its hinges, and then a hole through the outer wall, outside to the outside. You don't see Suzie up here. You do see Wheat go onto a data pad, in like just like a slot that opens up in their arm, and just goes. Units hostile in the central area of the junkyard. Please activate field and converge on this location. Dendro, you see Suzie ragdoll out of the house from your dinghy.
Oh no.
Poor Piuwhgieawrg like runs up to the wall and sees like Suzie probably at this point on the ground. Suzie! Dendro, look after her!
I'm gonna go over there.
And like Porgy turns to Adlar, and then looks
Who's
to
coming
Wee and
up
goes,
behind you?
"Oh, behind me."
Because you've gone over to the. Adlar's coming to this hole in the walls. So you've
Okay.
gone over. Wheat does not seem to be making any moves to stop or hurt this person. And Adlar's just like coming through the hole in the wall, and so it's just behind you. Just walking slowly.
Wheat, who do you mean by hostile?
This gentleman here, I do not know his name, but he is hostile. And
No shit. And I go to ram him with my horns.
Hell fucking yes. The rest of what needs to happen does need to happen in initiative. So, can
Okay.
everybody roll initiative for me, including Suzie, just so that we have an order for stuff
What?
to do.
She's dead.
Suzie is fully dead, but
Are
we
you fucking serious? I rolled a nat 1.
Oh
Me
my! Oh my god!
I rolled a 2,
You.
so
No.
my initiative is 6.
Oh,
So
mine's Mine's 6 too.
Okay, so I rolled a 2 earlier, and
Wait, so
and
oh no, I rolled
Adelard's
a
initiative is 4. So
Can I roll inspiration?
would you like to use your inspiration to re-roll your initiative?
Yes. How much inspiration is it?
So inspiration is just an advantage to a roll.
Oh, thank fuck.
For those at home, off camera, we gave Piuwhgieawrg inspiration for something that was funny.
Nat 20.
From low to high.
Oh,
Wild magic sorcerer. Yeah.
oh my
The
god.
universe balances itself out.
Ow,
right?
ow, my horns. I've got to like be. I now know what it's like to be Porgy. Like you can't just like wave your hands everywhere. You've got to be like you've got to take care of these.
Gentle.
Okay, and we've got Neil on his way. So this is all gonna just work out. This is gonna be great. Piuwhgieawrg, you go to ram Adelar. You are first in initiative. You're on the for those English people out there, you're on the first floor. For everybody who is from a sane place, you're on the second floor.
I don't understand.
And then our map definitely demonstrates
Yeah,
the
none of that. Yeah,
multi-floor.
no. What you see is the second floor. Is the floor one above the ground level?
The first floor above ground level.
Yes,
Can we just say upstairs?
upstairs. Yeah,
Yeah, just wanted to dig in
I
at
did.
y'all with your stuff.
I'm just reading. Sorry. All right, I'll roll my d20. That is a 14.
14 to hit.
Yes. Please.
14 does not
Are you?
hit. You see, and I will tell you this because I'll use your perception check for this. You see a rippling of. You're so used to your magic, which is very chaotic, which is quite elemental. Like not elemental. Quite. It's a bit random, right? And a little bit unrefined. This is the exact opposite of that. This person is a wizard who has studied exactly how his magic is going to work, what the exact effects are going to be, at any given moment. And you see sort of an arcane, translucent, sort of shimmering aura over his robes, and a pair of rings on his left hand, each with a blue gem in them, which are lit up, which are glowing. So you move over to Adelar to do your ram attack, and you fully, like, your horns fully, like, just hit this aura that's, like, truly a quarter of an inch away from his face, and he doesn't flinch and looks at you and says, "I don't have time for you, Baker. Get out of my way or I'll kill you." Next in the initiative order is Dendro.
Wow. Shit. Like, is there anything I could do for Suzie? Like a medicine check?
Would you like to do a medicine check to see what you can do for Suzie?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's have a look.
I think technically I'm before Dendro.
You got a nat 1?
I got a nat 1, but my initiative is +5. So I got 6.
He also got 6 and didn't get a nat 1.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
16, 19.
19 medicine check. Dendro, here's the deal. Neck fully broken, head twisted around the wrong way.
That's not.
Both legs broken, excruciating breakage of the ribs from the attack from Sam earlier. Lungs fully punctured. This is the most dead person you've ever seen. Besides, like, even compared to Sam, this is brutal.
Oh man, There's nothing I could do for this. This is horrifying.
Yeah.
Ugh. Dendro doesn't like this. Are her eyes open?
Yeah.
I will close them. And then get the hell out of Dodge.
Tell me where you're going.
Up to see whatever did that.
Oh, I see. Fantastic. You've got, what, 40 feet of movement?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Josh.
30, 35, 40, which can get you... Sorry, yes?
What did we say about the jump again? Because I'm just thinking if I could maybe spend a key point and jump up and through the hole.
Oh, you can absolutely do that.
It's like
So cool.
You can
spring up there.
absolutely do that. You spend a key point, and fully just like bound into the hole and land on that same floor. You see, you get up there in time to see the ram's horns just boom on that arcane sort of armor, and to hear that sort of comeback.
Yeah. Who the fuck is that?
A fucking bastard is what he is!
Got it.
He's swearing.
Okay. Next in the initiative order is Suzie. Now, unfortunately, Suzie is dead. So there's not a huge amount to do. So, Suzie, could you make a death save if you'd be so kind? Yeah.
That's cocked. That's a 2, pretty much.
Great. You are still dead.
Oh no.
Great. Back up to the top of the initiative. That is... Oh, wait, sorry. I did skip Adelar's turn. So Adelar is going
I was gonna say!
I have fully
Is he
skipped
gonna try and
Adelar's
kill
turn.
me?
Where is he in the initiative?
After Dendro. Adelar is going to step around Piuwhgieawrg. Is going to continue to make her way to the hole which is around here. Just
Opportunity.
and is going to
Opportunity!
10, 15. Piuwhgieawrg, would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, how does this work? I've actually never had to do it myself.
Attack him.
Yes, you make an attack.
With any particular attack, or is it just anyone I'd like?
It can't be a spell because you don't have Warcaster. So as long as it is an attack with a weapon or with, it could be your natural weapons, your horns.
Yeah, I'll do that again.
Great.
I'll do my horns again. Well, that's a 2. So...
Again, this person is uninterested in you and is moving towards this gap in the wall, fully just walks past you, and there is something deeply terrifying in that cold, I truly don't care about you. If you get in my way, I'll just kill you kind of thing that Adelar's got going. Steps up to Dendro, that's 15 foot. Don't do that. Then 20 feet, 25 feet, spreads wings and opens them, and is just stepped around you, Dendro, back to you, and is looking down at Susie's body, and is just sort of flapping his wings, truly just like a couple of feet out from the edge of this hole that is created in the building by tossing Suzie out of it. And he says, he pulls out a sending stone and says, "It's me. Waiting on confirmation now. Should have it to you in the next few seconds. Assuming your information is correct." Now it's back up to the top of initiative, and it's Piuwhgieawrg's turn.
I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb.
absolutely amazing.
Wait, do I have spell?
You have one. You have
Oh my
one
god, I have
spell
one.
slot.
I'm making this count.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
That is 22.
22 would hit.
Would. I feel like there's a but.
There's a but. Adelar is going to put a hand behind him. Reaction cast Silvery Barbs, which is a new Fizzban's Treasury of Dragons spell, and is going to force you to re-roll that attack.
Oh, that's fucking rude.
I need to read this book. I haven't read it yet.
It's a good spell.
It's really something.
Oh no. Does a 15 hit?
15 is not going to do it.
Oh, Josh, why would you do that? That would have been so
It's
cool.
rule
Does
of
that still
cool.
use a spell slot?
It still uses the spell slot.
Fuck you, Josh, honestly. You know I mean it with love, but that's a dick move.
This guy is an asshole. This guy is not a good dude. So basically uses that distraction, sort of like takes some arcane energy and is going to use it on himself. Chosen creature has an advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within the next minute. So he's just given himself advantage on something. Silvery Barbs, baby.
Cantrip bonus action?
You cannot cast two spells in the same turn. So you go
Should
to
have been a
cast
bull
Chromatic
instead
Orb.
of a goat.
What does Chromatic Orb look like as you cast it?
Okay, right. I think initially, like, I don't think Piuwhgieawrg initially, like, was trying to cast it. Like, they were just so angry. They were just standing there, and then in between his hooves, it's like this a blue orb of energy, like it's more pale blue in the middle, and then it goes like more murky blue, like around the outside, and then like the rage that Piuwhgieawrg feels, you could see from the outside going inwards, it becomes this glowing red, and eventually just like shoots.
Incredible. And you see, as you cast that spell, Adelar reaches back, does a quick incantation, and like basically just moves your hands out of the way. Just adjusts, and that orb shoots out and just like whizzes by his head instead of hitting him. And then he just like takes a little mote of energy and just into himself. Dendro, that is you.
Yes, it is. So I turn around. A little bit shocked that he's just like walked past. I mean, I don't know who he is. Do I? Yeah. I'm gonna dive out the window and try and grapple him.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check. It will be imposed by him. I wonder if he's good at this. The wizard.
Is there anything I can do to make that an acrobatics?
I am just going to double check the rules for grappling.
Oh, grappling is definitely strength v strength.
Well, I think that the person on the other side can choose.
Can do either
Athletics or acrobatics, but I think you have to use athletics if you're going to use
Okie
grappling.
dokie.
Yeah. So,
Roll good.
gonna roll here.
Okay, that is with a -2, 16.
With a +2, that is a 12. So you grab onto a. What are you?
Just before I do, I shout like Piuwhgieawrg downstairs, and then just whew, like sort of eagle leap, grab, and then just hope gravity takes us.
Yes, you grab onto Adelar. Flight does seem to be slightly impaired by you grabbing on. You can
I've definitely
feel
gone for the wings as well, trying to limit his flapping capability.
incredible. Now you're only 10 feet off the ground. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to roll a d6, and you're each going to take half of the falling damage as you guys hit the ground from this. 2 points of damage to you, and 2 points of damage to Adelar as well. And you two, yeah, Piuwhgieawrg, you see Dendro just turn around, leap out the window, say, Piuwhgieawrg, downstairs! Grab him, and you just see, fuck, what are you doing?
Actually, like, question, because Piuwhgieawrg has... Which one is it? Bewildering Ascent. If Piuwhgieawrg did jump down, would I take full damage?
You can choose to climb down using your movement, and if you climb down, you do not take falling damage.
Cool, I'll bear that in mind. I know it's not my turn yet, so...
He takes the poison damage, Josh. Giving him a lovely hug.
He does take poison damage. Yeah, and as you like grab him, your body like goes through this arcane shield of his, and
reflect this.
Reflect this. So good, guys. Let's welcome Neil to the stream.
Oh.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Neil!
Hey!
Oh.
Hello.
Welcome.
Why, hello?
We need your help!
We need you help. Well, I'm here.
Great. Trying to beat up the murderer.
Murderer.
Yeah.
He's a murderer.
Welcome,
Oh, no.
welcome. How
Please
are you
don't.
doing?
All good. All good.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Well, mostly all good. It's all good. Yeah, no, all good.
Amazing. Yes, welcome. We are in the middle of combat. There is an arcane, Aven asshole who has killed Suzie. Oh yeah, at the end of last session, Suzie died.
You seen it yet?
Yeah.
Spoilers, Josh!
I looked away. I went to look at something on my character sheet, and I missed the initial moment of Neil's reaction to that. I have to watch that back. I saw it afterwards, but I just the moment.
And now these guys are dealing with a person who seems to have increased their armor class via some arcane means, and who has used silvery barbs to make an attack that was going to hit, not do that thing.
Yeah.
Advertising D&D Beyond. Hurry up.
So yes, we will get to row in a second. Dendro, that is your action to do that.
Yes. Does grapple count as an attack?
It's a replacement for an attack, so yes, it does.
Oh, well then I'm going to bonus action attack.
Actually, wait, before you do, I am going to roll a Constitution saving throw for Adelar's concentration. That is a success. Oh, no, wait. Wait, no, that is correct. Yes, it is a success. Just. His concentration is 10 or half the damage, and he just made 10.
Let's see how he does after this one, and
we
I'll
go.
sock him in the gut.
Go for it.
That is 21.
Oh, absolutely going to hit. Would use a reaction, but he's already used it, so he cannot
Can't.
silvery barbs.
That is 7 points of damage and a poison. So 8 total.
8 points of... Oh my goodness me.
I bet you that's barely made a dent. Like, 'tis a mere flesh wound.
He's a wizard.
He is a wizard. Wizards are squishy people. And so
I just remembered all the memes!
Wizards... Here, let me put this into context. Wizards are as squishy as sorcerers.
Oh, he dead, bitch! He's so dead!
First concentration is a fail. He's going to re-roll because of the advantage that he got from silvery barbs. That's a success. Maintains his mage armor as you full on sock him in the stomach. Ow!
Owie!
And I'm gonna
That's
point over at Suzie. Like, look at what you did.
naughty
will
boy!
be-
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what this is.
You are gonna be the same.
I get off me or die.
No.
It's your okay. Just I'm fine.
Keep on my hold. That's a no to both.
You think I haven't dealt with Sekahashi's? Is I'm just going to kill you.
No, you're not.
Neil, how's D&D Beyond treating you? Amazing. Would you like to roll initiative and see where you fall?
Yeah.
Can you do better than a 6?
But where did...
21.
Whoa!
Yes.
Are you
A
kidding?
19. Or a 19 with a +2.
We are going to get to you. You are at the top of the initiative order, so we're in the middle at the moment. Quick thing for Ro. Ro, you have been on the ship. And your dad has been showing you some more controls and being like, yeah, what is your interest in the ship? Are you more interested in like piloting? Do you want like general knowledge? You want to know more about ops system? I can teach you whatever you like.
Right. That piloting thing was a bit of fun.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hey, that'd be fun. Let's do that.
All right, let's run through those controls.
Right.
A while later, these guys went into town. Some stuff has happened. It's been a while since you've heard from them, and you think to yourself, better to go check and see how they're getting on. Talking to that Sam fella, and you make your way to the scene, and. As you approach, kind of see the purple color of Dendro grappling a wizard out of a hole in the in the first floor above ground level, and going to the ground. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna put you on the map, and to your left, you do see the corpse of a dragonborn. So we're gonna say you're over here. You can sort of see there. And you're kind of approaching as all of this is going down. And next turn, it will be your turn in initiative.
Okay.
Soon. Next is going to be Dockmaster Adelar's turn. Adelar has got you on him and doesn't like that. Is going to cast Magic Missile on you, Dendro. What? Which obviously does hit, because it can't miss. And that is 12 points of force damage.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
Yeah.
I had 11 hit points, Josh.
Sort of
Do I go back up to the window?
standing. Hey, here, let me ask a cryptic question.
Yeah.
Shall we?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Adelar rolls over, grabs your shoulder, manages to get a good angle. Arcane blast of energy going up into your shoulder, blasts your arm clean off.
Shit, the bed.
You spin twice in the air, Piuwhgieawrg. You see Dendro go past, blue blood sort of spinning. Land on the ground unconscious.
That's twice in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, it's not good.
And Adelar stands up, and the arcane sort of shield around him just flickers, and the blood just falls off, and he is completely clean. And just goes, I told him to get off. These people have a death wish. and looks over at Suzie. Confirmation should be coming soon, just dealing with a couple of pests. Suzie, you are fully dead. Can I get a death save?
It's a 10.
A 10 is a success, so you are one success.
One success, one failure.
There you go. Ro, that is your turn. You see, it's looking very bad.
Is it just the one bad guy?
One bad guy.
All right. Ro is going to walk forward. Hang on. 5, 10, 15, 35.
Oh, I realize.
We're going to move.
Yep.
Yeah, that one. There, that was it.
Yep.
And as he's walking forward, he's going, all right, something's not right here. I'm not very happy with what's going on. I'm not very happy with that about my friends. And whilst he's doing this, there's kind of sort of crackling electricity sort of going all the way around him. And there's a kind of sort of little bit more of a serious look around him. And going, I'm definitely not very happy about this. No. And then just deadpan serious. I'm going to catch Witch Bolt on that wizard.
Oh,
that one.
Boy. Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
A 21.
21 is going to hit, but he's going to use his reaction and cast Silvery Barbs to make you re-roll that.
He did that to me too, man.
Right. No word of a lie. Natural 20.
No way!
Alar can go fuck himself.
Wait.
Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that.
Wait. The triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll. So you don't
right, okay.
nat 20 on him, but you do hit.
All right.
Well, between a 20 and a 21, isn't a 20 the lower roll?
But you add something to the 20, don't you, Neil?
Yeah.
I appreciate the hustle, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I tried.
So that 4 it didn't add anything to 11. Yeah, so 11 points of damage.
What in the actual what?
It's a D12.
I know. It's just a lot of damage for this wizard to take.
That's a lot of damage.
What does your witch bolt look like as you?
It absolutely looks like green for obvious reason. Green energy that sparkles, but the actual electricity that sort of it goes in and around him and weaves around him. It's green on the middle, but purple on the outside. It sort of weaves in around him, and then in that true kind of Star Wars Emperor type things, he just goes, no.
Gonna make a con save to maintain concentration.
Now, I do not want any parental declarations in this conversation.
Loses concentration on mage armor. AC goes down. Looks badly hurt by that. Has like a full looks at you, and even without you having like used the ability to make him afraid of you, like has this moment of recognition that he's actually in mortal peril and you are dangerous.
Right, I'm not too happy. It's my friends. Don't hurt my friends, all right?
I gave them hey, I don't want to fight. I came to confirm something. Your friends started attacking me.
Right?
Wheat
that true?
in the background, the Warforged goes, "This is incorrect. He did begin hostilities."
Right, that's all I need to know.
I'm next in the turn order, right?
You are next in the turn order.
Whilst you're talking, Porgy is gonna cast Firebolt.
Incredible. Go ahead, roll an attack.
Do I have advantage because he's distracted?
An admirable. No, you do not have advantage. He is in the middle of a combat situation. He is looking around.
That's a 19.
19 is gonna do it. Absolutely.
What do I need to do? 1d10. That's what I need to do now.
1d10.
Please, dice gods. For fuck's sake, that's a nat 1.
On a d10.
Yes.
Okay, so you do 1 point of fire damage.
I'm just making sure.
Hey,
Yeah, no, it is a 1.
That isn't nothing in this situation. Adlar has been
wizard.
entirely dismissive of Piuwhgieawrg up to this point. You see Ro fucking like Emperor lightning this guy, and you get a hit in on this person who was. He's got a hole in the back of his robes that's on fire. Not nothing at all. Dendro, can I get a death save?
Yeah, I
My
suppose.
god.
It's a 13. I'm okay.
13, you got
for
a success. Wheat looks over at Dendro, goes, Adlar is going to take his turn. Actually, no. Adlar is going to, at the end of Dendro's turn, will use his first villain action,
Oh.
which are sort of look at Matt Colville's MCDM if you want to know what villain actions are. They're basically unique legendary actions that swap out every turn. Is going to use disruption beams. Can I get a DC 15 intelligence saving throw from Piuwhgieawrg? I'll do one for Wheat and from Ro.
15.
Say intelligence.
This is an intelligence saving throw. So roll a d20.
Oh! Got you. Right, okay.
That's copy.
18.
18's gonna do it.
Hang on, where's the dot? That's not where I wanted the dot
Wheat
to be.
also passes.
That's an 8. I hate this d20.
Fantastic.
No, it's not, Josh. Why do you keep saying that?
3 disruption beams go out. One of them hits Piuwhgieawrg. Piuwhgieawrg, you don't feel like there's sort of like a little like you sort of like see spots in front of your eyes for a second, but you don't feel hurt. You don't feel any different. Ro, this doesn't affect you at all. Wheat doesn't seem affected by this. On Adlar's turn, Adlar is going to just fly straight upward. Gonna fly straight up.
How far up does he go?
Goes 30 feet up. Now, Ro, what are the rules for witch bolts? Does it end if they leave a certain range?
30 foot.
So this is going to end the range on witch bolt. Goes 30 feet into the air. Can he get further than that? I don't think he can. So he's going to use his last level 2 magic missile, and he's going to use magic missile on. You know what? No, he's going to recast his mage armor on himself to try to get his AC a little bit higher. That's what he's going to do. So he's going into the sky. He looks like he's fully just trying to get away at this point. So he goes 30 feet up, recast that mage armor. AC is looking good. And we get to Susie's turn. Suzie, again, mangled corpse. Go ahead and roll a death save.
13.
Second success. Wheat is gonna go. Wheat has been going in the background. It just hasn't been obvious what Wheat has been doing. Wheat is going to has come down the stairs, comes over to Dendro, looks down at Dendro, little like flickering of light in the mechanical eyes, sort of goes, "You'll last." Looks up and shoots a grappling hook at Adelar. Adelar's going to make a strength saving throw, which is not a strong suit. And is
MVP.
and fails. You guys watch. We just like looks up to grappling hooks. On actually does damage to Adelar. Does 2 points of damage. Grappling hook goes through Adelar's foot. Adelar cries out.
Concentration.
Concentration. That is a success for concentration on mage armor. And then just does this. Boom. And Adelar slams into the ground. Or at least is dragged further down. That does not cause falling damage. Because it is the equivalent of an earthbind is what he just did. So Adelar is back on the ground, baby. End of Wheat's turn. Adelar is going to take second villain action. He's going to take second villain action. Oops. Give me. Called Disappearing Act. Adelar hits the ground, casts something. You see the magic of... Actually, can I get Arcana checks from Piuwhgieawrg and Ro?
Mm-hmm. Why do I roll well on the
Oh, rolling well
don't
together.
matter?
18. 16 plus 2.
Both of you see magic related to teleportation and invisibility activate at the same time. Adelar disappears and is... You both are able to recognize on that Adelar is somewhere nearby. This is a very short range ability, teleportation ability.
Could I do, would it be another Arcana or would it be Intelligence to know how far?
With that, you don't think more than 30 feet. But Adelar is invisible at the same time.
But he also... Yeah.
That's the end of Wheat's turn. Ro, that is you.
So, have I got any inclination of where he is, of where he could have teleported? I.e., can I make a perception check?
Perception is not going to do you any good here. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
An invisible person, you can take your best shot, and if you make an attack roll, it's done with disadvantage.
I was thinking of doing something. Well, basically, I was going to cast Fairy Fire.
Oh my god! Okay,
That's what I was thinking, and it's a 20-foot cube, so that's why I was about estimating where he's at.
So you know that he hasn't gone more than 30 feet from where he was, which was beside Wheat. I'm going to let you.
Could be right, could be back, could be forward, could be left, could be right.
Yes,
so.
it does need. It would probably need to be within line of sight. So he could have gone into the building or outward from the building.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you take your best guess and draw a 4x4 cube onto the map.
So where was he? Was there, wasn't he? So if I move to here,
That's where he was.
I'm thinking odds are this is, I don't know if it's metagaming. I'm better off. I've got a better chance of trying to use Witch Bolt than I have by using Fairy Fire, because I actually don't know where he's gone. And
this is mechanically accurate. Yes.
yeah.
This is mechanically accurate. You know what I will. You know what I will.
Yeah.
Let's homebrew this. If you would prefer to use Fairy Fire, we'll do a D20 roll. It'll be with disadvantage, and you'll try to. This will be with your spellcasting ability modifier. Like, it'll make it like a spell attack.
Yeah,
and if you meet his AC, then you will get him with the Fairy Fire, basically.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
All right. So, and spell
He's still
attack.
got the mage armor up.
Yeah. So I rolled a 12, and my spell attack bonus is 6, so 18.
18 does beat his armor class.
Yes!
Get in there.
You cast Fairy Fire, and I will draw you where that is cast. Right like that, except I'm going to make it transparent because I do not
That's good. I was going to go inside the building.
Oh, thanks.
No, as in that's where I was going to put it. So
And
that's good.
appearing back is Adelar. It is a... Let me just quickly double check the rules of a Fairy Fire.
It says outlined in light. If it fails dexterity saving throw.
Okay. All right. Let's just double check to see if we make the dex saving throw. No. What's your he would have failed the dex save even if other stuff had happened. So
Okay.
he's he
Means anyone's
appears.
got to attack him. He's completely outlined by sprinkly fairies, and everyone's got advantage on attacking him.
oh yeah.
I want to kill this guy!
Ro cast Fairy Fire. Piuwhgieawrg.
Those are my 2 spells. So there you go.
There you go.
Oh, which one is better? To use?
Whatever kills him.
What an excellent question, actually. I'm gonna put myself there, and I will cast Firebolt again.
Okay. Attack with this
Yeah.
with advantage.
Please let this be better. Please let this be better. No. What? Hang on. What is it? It's a that's an 11.
11's not going to do it.
No, it's not, is it?
Yep, you shoot fire. Adelar raises a shielded hand and manages to bat that out of the way. Ah,
Can that be my bonus action?
I believe the casting time of Firebolt is 1 action.
Damn it!
Now you got sorcerer points.
I know, I used them for another spell slot, and then
Oh,
someone
no.
wasted my spell slot.
Silver
Bobs.
Ah,
Adelar is a SOB. Super quick, Dendro, say death saving throw.
It is an 18.
It's a second success. Dendro just looks down again. It's like, yep, looking good.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Help me, mental man.
Adelar's turn comes. Speaks into that sending stone again. Look, I need extraction now. This is... impossibly, I am getting my ass kicked at the moment. Look, I will still be able to confirm what you need. Just get me out of here, okay? And he waits for a second, and nothing happens. He goes. He looks at the stone. Oh, absolutely go fuck yourself.
Left to the wolves.
Left to the goat, more like it. Even though the goat is doing absolute shit all. Rolling so badly.
In contrast, I'm rolling very well, which is unusual.
It's amazing. Ro just coming in MVP, just like just dealing with shit. Adelar's going to cast Artaluke's Resilient Sphere on himself.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Drops mage armor and encases himself in a bubble. Boop.
What kind of bubble?
An impenetrable bubble.
Say that 5 times fast.
Impenetrable bubble, impenetrable bubble, impenetrable bubble.
I thought you were gonna do it.
Okay, fine. Impenetrable bubble, impenetrable bubble, impenetrable bubble, impenetrable bubble, impenetrable bubble, impenetrable bubble.
That's vocal training,
There you
folks.
go. Yes, so he has this looks like a thick arcane barrier in a sphere around him. He's hovering just off the ground. And the sphere just seems to be just like just bouncing very, very gently on the ground. I'll let you on your previous Arcana checks. No, this is a different kind of defense. You're not going to get through this.
Pussy. I hate saying that word. God.
That's Adelar's turn. Suzie, how's it going over there?
Let's find out, babe.
Alrighty.
Shitty. 2 successes, 2 failures.
2 successes, 2 failures.
Next person voted
Why
out.
not?
Season 13 of Survivor.
There you go.
I'm not a healer. I cannot help you.
None of us are healers. Mike is a healer.
You can do a healing check.
Medicine, yeah.
Dendro did.
Dendro did.
Yeah.
Suzie is so dead. She's more dead than anybody else
Fucked
that he's
up.
ever seen. Very, very, very dead.
Oh, no.
Top half is backwards.
All around where you are, coming out of invisibility, are a couple of dozen Warforged who appear coming out of invisibility.
Can I not go up and pick up the sphere?
You can, it's just not your turn yet.
Oh, right, yeah. Right, okay, it's happening, yeah.
This is on the unit's turn. These guys come out of invisibility. And there are more of them. And Dew is here as well. Wheat does not look terribly concerned. So what Wheat is going to do is Wheat is going to go to his arm. Leads down. Dendro, it's really important that you're unconscious for this moment, as this would be quite painful.
Good.
Just grafts this mechanical arm to your nerve endings in your shoulder. Your right arm. Which arm? Yeah. Are you right-handed?
I think it was the right.
Yeah, right
yeah.
arm. Your right arm is...
Genuine biology question.
Sure, yeah.
Surely Dendro would bleed into the arm.
Nah, science.
Okay.
There is a
There's no
mechanical.
place in the arm for the blood to go.
It does seem like there are channels for fluids of some description to go through this mechanical arm.
Cool. I was genuinely
Absolutely.
intrigued.
So grafting the veins, grafting the nerve endings, it does seem to be compatible with flesh. It is complex enough for that. And Dendro, could you, in this moment, we just basically doing a medicine check, and it's going to allow you to do a death saving throw with advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would argue that Wheat is complexly doing a medicine check rather than simply doing medicine
It's
check.
pretty complex. I mean,
It's a pretty
there's
complex
like
medicine
you were
check.
just saying, the nerves and the.
So really, Dendro rolls a natural 20 anyway.
No, it's good because I rolled a 3 and an 18, and I rolled a 3 on the main dice, so you know that's what I was going to get. So that is my third save.
You have 3 successes. You are stabilized at 0 hit points. And Wheat finishes it's so fast and so efficient, just like true field medic, somebody who's seen so many battles. Grafts this mechanical arm onto your body, and Dendro stops bleeding. Breathing becomes more regular. Dendro looks like he's going to be okay. The rest of them, little like blaster compartments open in their arms. They are pointing them at Adelar. A couple of them fire, but the blasts do not affect the resilient sphere. Then it is going to be Ro's turn.
I'm gonna go over and pick up the ball. During this time, actually, I will chat to my dad and go, "Sweet Dad, that ball thing seems a bit weird. Do you know how long it lasts?"
Well, let me do a quick intelligence roll for your father. Your dad goes, "Oh, absolutely. That's got a casting time of 1 minute, so 6 seconds have transpired. Getting on to around 8, so
Right.
52 seconds left on that.
About a minute. All right. All right.
Exactly 51:50.
Yeah. Well, let's have some fun with this then.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we're just sort of bouncing it up and down. Boing, 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 boing.
Can you bury it?
That's a good idea.
You
I got a spade.
You do.
Wait. When you say the ball, do you mean the actual ball that Adelar
He's
is
in.
encased in? Okay.
Yeah.
You literally. Okay, cool.
Adelar, you don't hear from the inside because sound is not passing through this this barrier. You just see.
I'm going to pull out the spade and I'm going to bury it. If anyone else wants to give me a hand,
A couple of
bury it.
warforged come over.
yeah.
You comes up. You see one of them like converts. Stands on one leg. The leg becomes a tripod. Converts that leg into like a.
Turns into a jackhammer.
You a jackhammer. Exactly.
So is the ball like literally like a basketball kind of ball, or is it more like a bubble that you
It's a
can't
bubble
burst?
around him.
Okay.
Yeah. And it basically makes it weightless as well. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's a
know that
weightless
out of
ball.
character, so.
Yeah, it is. It is a weightless
Okay.
ball. So you gotta go like this, and you're able to bounce.
Yeah.
Incredible. You and a couple more orange. Let's get a couple of these guys in there. Yeah, start burying. Start burying Adelar.
The idea being that he isn't getting away
No, he
afterwards, that's the idea.
does not seem to be getting away.
So it can't teleport.
It depends on what teleportation
He
has.
can't teleport once he's in the ball.
But if he
Really?
ends the ball, he could
Yes.
teleport.
Teleport. Yeah.
But a lot of
So-
teleportation requires line of sight,
Mm-hmm.
so he'd have to use a higher level if he had it. But
Can I hold an action?
Sure, yeah, I will allow that.
That as soon as the bubble drops, I'm gonna be Eldritch blasting him.
Amazing. Absolutely, you can do that.
So even if he does drop it and try and teleport, I'll get there first. So
yeah. Piuwhgieawrg. It's your turn.
I'm trying to see how I could help Suzie, because Dendro's now fine.
Dendro looks okay.
Susie's dead. Is she?
Fully so dead.
Resurrection needed.
I don't trust this. Well, I know that means it's meta. Because...
mechanically, for context, dead characters don't make death saving throws. So something weird is happening.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if she's making a death saving throw.
No, you don't.
No, Porky doesn't know that either. Oh, wait. Okay. I will ready an action as well. I will literally go to... I want the last thing this bastard sees is just this goat, just fire, look, fire, this goat and fire.
So, same trigger when the sphere
Yes.
goes away, you're gonna firebolt him?
Yes.
Absolutely brilliant. Dendro is fine. So, at the end of Piuwhgieawrg's turn, Adelar is going to use the final villain action. So, here's what happens. Arcane energy begins to build up inside of the sphere. You see Adelar seems to be drawing upon all of the magic that he possibly can. Drops the sphere and gets ready to kill Ro. You are both going to make your attacks. You must deal enough damage to him for him to go down. Otherwise, he's going to make an attack that will truly be very, very bad.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, fine.
go ahead, make your attacks.
That is a dirty 20.
Incredible.
My dice have dramatic
So,
timing.
Yeah, 22.
And 22.
22.
You're both going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage for one Eldritch Blast and one Firebolt.
Where did my D10 go? Oh, there it is. Right, okay.
So that's 8 damage.
That is... No, 3 damage.
What does it say on the die?
No, it wasn't that I was cheesing it. It was that it was because I don't know if I could Tides of Chaos because I have cast a level 1 spell. If I could Wild Surge and then gain advantage, but I don't think that works for damage die.
It does not work
that's
for cantrips either.
Yeah, so don't worry, I was fine. It's 3 damage. I'm an honest bean. I'd never cheese.
Adelar had 10 hit points remaining.
That was needed.
The two of you deal 11 points of damage. What does it look like as the two of you take this guy out together?
So our spells combined.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neil. I'm gonna say, in Avengers when Loki wakes up and just sees all the Avengers ready to just do their shit. That's literally Adelar is getting ready. Yeah, and then he just looks up and the camera pans up and it's like a downward angle. He sees Piuwhgieawrg and Ro, and yeah, I think the firebolt swirls around the witch bolt as it just...
Yeah, well, it's an Eldritch Blast, but yeah, same thing.
Oh,
basically.
sorry.
Yeah, that I think the firebolt, I think that's great visual. The firebolt whizzes around the actual Eldritch Blast, and the Eldritch Blast goes in, sort of pumping it in, and then that final penetrate, puncture through the heart of the actual firebolt, bang, just goes into that
I think, yeah, he goes to, like, create this, like, beam of arcane energy, and the two of you create your beams that, like, meet and pierce the center of what he was doing, dispersing his arcane power, and, like, straight through his chest. Falls down dead. You have killed Adelar.
You crossed the streams, guys. You crossed the
Never cross the streams.
Ro, Piuwhgieawrg, and Dendro. Actually, you know what? Ro and Piuwhgieawrg are each going to gain 3 experience points for this guy. This guy was not easy, and Dendro is going to get 1 experience point from this combat.
Coolio.
One more until I
How
level
many-
up, my dudes.
How many do I get, Josh,
That's
for my valuable contribution?
You get to make another death save. Is what
Oh,
you
I
get to make.
do I? Golly gee. Wow.
And then with that, we are out of combat initiative. And Adelar is dead. But yes, let's go ahead and resolve this. Suzie?
I'm stabilized, baby.
Thank God.
And as you and I know, that means that you are up with 1 hit point.
Do I stabilize at 1 hit point? Do I have 1 hit point or similar?
Yes.
Cool. Thanks.
So, you guys finish off Adelar. And you see Dendro is down, but stable. You look over at Suzie. Suzie, so dead. So very, very dead. Adelar definitely got her. Can I get Arcana checks from the 2 of you who are up? And insight checks.
15 in total. And insight checks, all right.
15 Arcana.
15 and 15. 15 Arcana, 15 insight.
Great.
I'm gonna post in the chat what has happened to my dice, because what I did is I rolled and then my dice bounced off
Yeah.
the tray and has landed on the edge on the thing. And it's really cool. Anyway, sorry. Arcana.
Yeah.
That's a 15 from me.
Okay.
15's around.
15's all around.
And then insight is a nat 20.
Woo!
Okay.
Why do I roll nat 20s at the most irrelevant point?
They might not be irrelevant. You don't know.
Oh no. That'd be a whisper.
The 2 of you look over at Suzie. Susie's limbs right themselves. Her head comes back around to face the right direction. Her ribs come back to hold their natural shape, and her lungs begin to contract and expand. She takes a breath in, opens her eyes, and is fully conscious. Neither of you have any idea. You didn't see anybody cast any magic, and you have no idea how this could possibly be. Nat 20, so 15 insight check. Everyone around you seems to be quite calm, and they are machines, so maybe it's just that they didn't feel emotions or anything about what just happened. Nat 20. These guys didn't react because they were expecting this to happen. Wheat, Dew, and the rest of them were expecting Suzie to wake up.
Suzie?
Are you a zombie?
I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Where the fuck is Adelar?
Dead.
He's dead.
You can thank us for
Hey!
that.
Where is he?
He's over there. Right there.
Oh.
Is that going to happen to him?
Yeah, I cannot be bothered to battle him again. You know, that was revenge because I thought you were dead.
Hang on a minute.
Thank you. Thank you. This is
You're
very...
pumping for another Eldritch Blast.
You know,
In-
what, young
into
lady?
him.
You should explain yourself.
Don't you young lady me.
I can, and I will.
I really don't think you can.
If we're going to go on an adventure together, if we're going to help each other out, we should know what we each other are. So don't bullshit us and tell us what's going on.
It really would be quite cool if you were undead.
Bro, shush.
Right.
I'm gonna just... I don't think that Adelar is like me, but the fact... Weird stuff's been happening, and so that idea has been put in Susie's head. She's like, he's a fucking wizard. So Suzie has jumped in the hole and is cutting off his hands at the moment. While she's talking.
Rule?
Okie day. You guys gather around.
Can anyone heal Dendro? Or can we wait?
I think
for
they're
something?
taking care of him.
I just don't want to have to explain this.
Yeah, one of the Warforged goes over, and you remember, you've seen this before. Their particular methods of healing are a little bit less gentle than clerics and druids and things. Just leans down and just gently electrocutes Dendro. Dendro, you're up with 1 hit point.
I was going to open a defibrillator hands. Yes.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Cat.
Cat?
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
ow, ow, ow. Whoa.
Right, you know an awful lot of what's going on, Suzie, but I'm reckoning.
I don't know what I don't know what Adelar was up to, other than maybe proving a point
Who
or
was he?
something.
He
He was
said
a-
he was checking on something.
Oh, hey, Susie's okay.
Dendro?
Yeah, no shit, Dendro.
It's just, because I saw her. She was,
Yeah, she was fucking dead. I know.
Yeah, so was. Look at me. So was I.
Yes, I gave you my arm.
Oh, thank you.
Got bionic!
Yeah.
I hope it serves you well.
I will use it to the best of my abilities, and that is punching things.
Continue to look after Suzie.
Yeah.
Give you a nod.
Well, apparently they already knew what you were.
Well,
They were expecting this to happen.
I've known them a long time. Alright? They've seen me go through a lot. I've seen them go through a lot. I'm cutting out Adelar's tongue now.
Oh, kitty. On those hands, you cut off Idlar's hands. One hand, you see a couple of magical rings.
I pull them off. Probably for protection, because wizards are fucking squishy, but someone may want to check these out and just throw them out of the hole as I go and cut his tongue out.
The other hand, there's a sanding stone.
Now that is interesting.
Suzie, can you stop procrastinating from telling us the truth?
I'm making sure that if he comes fucking back, that he doesn't fucking kill us all. This, it would really suck if you guys died.
Well, if we just bury him, no one can come back and get him back up, right?
Probably. I just mean in terms of, you put that idea into my head. Sorry, I'm always a little out of it when I come back.
What?
That happens a lot to you.
Define a lot.
More than once. Dying
Yeah.
and then coming back.
Yeah, it's happened a lot.
Right, how'd you do that? I've got a vested interest in working out how people come back to life. You can
Your dad's
understand
voice
that.
does come into your head
Yeah.
and go this is actually incredibly interesting to...
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
exactly. Yeah.
So,
Thank you so much, son. Yes, no, that thank
That's
you.
right,
Appreciate you thinking of me.
That's all I am your son.
Absolutely. And I'm your father.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna crawl out of the hole, sit on the edge of it. I'll go investigate the body afterwards just to see if there's anything else.
You can answer her questions.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm establishing for the DM that I will be investigating the body later because I don't want that to be forgotten. But I'm getting ready to answer your questions.
What's a DM?
This
Pair of boots.
big
Dungeon Master, I
all-powerful-
heard it said. No, I'm not going to finish this.
Heard it where?
I'm too cowardly to.
Yeah. I did hear
swear-
about. I did
I
hear
can swear
about
till
this.
the cows come home, but I can't.
I did hear about this baker that had this really strange room underneath his shop, or their shop.
I thought the velvet room was just velvet cup.
Porgy and John after hours.
Yeah. Hey, who would have thought it was you?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Right. Why are you alive?
Aren't you glad I am?
Always.
Look. A while ago, I died. And there was a lot of wild and
Wait.
crazy died.
Wait, as in not 5 minutes ago.
No, it was in years ago.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a lot of wild and crazy magic going around that day. And, I died.
Right. I'm sure that there's more to that story.
And then I came back.
And now you just keep coming back.
Do you know
Ever-
why?
It has to do with the magic that was going around on that day. It was strong magic, god magic.
Now do an insight check.
You absolutely may roll an insight check.
Could I roll maybe a history check if I know if it's a particular battle?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Just 9.
9 insight.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
for Dendro's memory, because we were talking about it last session. How long ago were the Titan Wars?
The God War, which included the Edda Future Titans that you guys were talking about, were 700 years ago.
Okay.
I rolled a 13.
5.
You rolled a 13. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a little flashback, and we're going to read Susie's backstory. But know that the knowledge that you have is that Suzie is being vague but not untruthful, and that the God War happened 700 years ago, as per your question. We go back to the city of Piuwhgieawrg. Suzie, would you like to describe your character on this bright, sunny summer's day, as you and what you are up to on this particular day?
Yeah, well, I'm heading into town, going to the market to sell. I got a little thing where I sell my jewelry that I make, mostly like little silver pieces of jewelry. Sometimes I incorporate stones like turquoise into it. And I got a little place just outside the city. But within, I have a nice long walk each morning. And I'm coming in. I'm dressed in simple clothes, not too dissimilar from what she wears these days, but a little bit not dressier, but it's a less of a traveler's shirt, more of You can see that she would be selling things, but still down to earth. She doesn't have her harness on, doesn't have any weapons on her.
I interrupt. You are coming into the city. It's a well-worn, unpaved track into through past the city walls. These enormous white walls, which give the city its alternative name of the White City. This place, which is a hub for cultures from across the galaxy, in the days of the Ismaran gods. You pass by the guards at the gates. They don't really give you a second glance. They've seen you come in. You're amongst the sea of traders coming in every day from out of town. But they sort of like scan the crowd for anybody new, but they know you, and they let you go past. And yeah, big multicultural city, lots of different people from all over the place. You're coming into town to sell your wares.
Yeah. She looks, happy. Very happy. Not like something just made me happy, but like she's very content in her life. Her freckles are a bit more brought out at the moment. And yeah, she heads down into the market, or starts on her way there.
Start on your way to the market. And coming as you do from out of town, the city slopes gently toward down into a valley that's carved out by the Halsa River. So you are actually higher up in elevation, and it's a beautiful part of the walk where you just as you cross the city walls, you can see the sweep of the city down below you all the way in that half moon where it meets the Halsa, the single bridge over the river to the Unarl Gate. On the other side, with enormous carved runes in it, and which flashes with that pink and purple and yellow energy every once in a while, with people, tradespeople, diplomats, merchants of all kinds, coming through from the different worlds connected by the Ismaran Unarl Gates. That is not all that you see as you pass through the gates. It's a morning like absolutely any other morning. People going about their business. Passing through the gate steps, you can see at this distance a larger figure than the specks of people that you have been seeing for the last moment. And different is not necessarily bad in your context. So can I get an insight check from Suzie to see how Suzie interprets seeing this particular thing?
It would have been different at the time.
All good. Use your current stats. It's fine.
5.
5. You look some kind of black-skinned, spindly giant of some kind seems to have come through the gates. You think you see that it's quite wide, but then seems to not be as wide. Maybe extra limbs or wings of some description. Some kind of black giant over there. You don't think anything of it. Continue your walk into town, but you can't ignore the wave of darkness that bursts from this being and spreads like a dust cloud incoming, rolling over the city towards you. You see incoming this transparent, forceful shadow. You have enough time to make one reaction.
Um, do I see... Is there anyone around me who is elderly or frail or is a child?
Absolutely, yes. Uh, there's an elderly man behind a stall and a pair of children who are playing on the other side of the street. So you've got a couple options.
I'm gonna run towards the children and try and put my body between, like, I will go one kid under one arm, one kid under the other, and try and sort of run into a side alley or something, get some cover.
The kids make noises of protest, like they don't quite understand what's going on. And that wave reaches where you are and passes over you and continues out past the edge of the city.
As it reached me, I turned sort of back towards it, so it hit the right side of my face as it was, like, I didn't turn my body, but I turned my head.
Rolls over you, enveloping your body, enveloping the children, enveloping everything. You only remember glimpses from the next few minutes, little snatches. You remember pain. You remember a building crumbling and sliding sideways. You remember people writhing on the ground. You remember a green giant in the distance next to the black giant.
Sort of in between all of these images, it's almost like she's blinking, but it's her blacking out for another moment. She blacked out when the wave first hit. She came to, looked around, tried to help people, but they weren't letting her help them.
Blackout, back up. Try to help somebody from under a building.
They're scratching at my arms to get me to get away from them.
Blackout, back. The walls of the city, the white walls, crinkling and crumpling like the bark of birch, blackening, and those walls you pass through crumble to nothing. Blackout, back. There's barely anything of the city left. Blackout. Back out. You hear crying. Blackout. Back. Distant voice. Cut off. Please! Anybody, please! The next time you come to, there's an empty valley next to a river. Dead foliage and dead earth. Sand and dust beginning to be taken by the wind. And you right yourself, you look around. You can barely recognize that this is where Piuwhgieawrg used to be. And there is no one. But there's that gate on the other side of that river. Bridge is collapsed. No trace of it left. No giants. No people.
She doesn't know how long searching through the sand and the dead earth, try and find any remnants of anything that was there.
You find a remnant of a wooden beam which rots in your hand as you're holding it and crumbles into nothingness. It's the same with any bones that you manage to find and pick up. Anything solid left crumbles at your touch.
I go down to the river. How does the water look?
The water seems fine.
I cut my hands and I clean off my face. Drink some water. And I know this area well. I've lived here my whole life. So I know where the nearest town is. And I head off to the nearest town.
You start walking. You come back to the present moment.
Damn.
I have not shared any of this with you.
God damn.
Mad.
Just so you guys are aware.
Suzie has shared that she died years ago and has died since and comes back.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've like come close a couple of times, but I've never like gone across. I've never gone into the light.
Absolutely bonkers. Wait, it was only 4 or 5 days ago. I was burying my dad. I've come to the big city. I've eaten the best pie I've ever eaten. We've sort of talked about gods. I've met someone who's died and keeps coming back. I mean, this is bonkers. It's great. We're definitely going on an adventure.
Well, that's about as well as... It's not the best anyone's ever taken it, but it comes close.
Oh, you know. Can't
Was it
be
Benvolio
positive.
who took it best?
Yeah.
No.
This is the best group of people I've ever met.
Yeah, I think that laughter's in character for Suzie as well.
It's that's all right. We'll get through it. Maybe we'll find out why you keep coming back.
Maybe. I've done some investigating when it first happened.
Really? Well, tell me about that. I mean, you know, maybe we can have conversations about that over time. We're not going anywhere in a rush.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about it.
I
know
like the
bits.
idea of like resurrection. You know, like it's Dad.
Yeah.
I think firstly, Suzie, have you said to the group where you're from?
I may have mentioned that I'm from a pack reel.
I think that was mentioned offhandedly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. So with my 13, would I know anything about that?
About a pack reel?
Well, about what happened to it.
I think on a 13 you off the top of your head wouldn't. You know that the city is on the continent of Ion Voss. To the east, it's like across the Iota Channel from Urzalen. Further on, you know that it's a big cultural hub. It's like another big city with a spaceport. But yeah, you'd have to look up more information about exactly what happened there. Yeah.
Josh, I know nothing.
Gotcha. And Suzie hasn't actually revealed very much at all.
I know. That's why I was trying to cheese it out with my intelligence.
Well,
check.
I didn't even
You
say
can
it
always
happened
follow
in
it
a
up.
pack reel.
Suzie didn't say she died in a pack reel. She said she's from a pack reel.
Ah, damn it! No, that's fair.
Well, this wild magic stuff, I mean, it seems to be, maybe that's a little bit of the culprit of all of this. It steals husbands and makes people immortal.
You make it sound like my husband's having an affair.
Wild
Maybe he
magic.
is. He's having an affair with magic.
Oh, it's a
I do
wild
Wild
know
mage,
affair.
wild mage, wild mage, wild mage. I'm begging of you, please don't take my John.
And Dendro just keeps getting new arms.
Yeah, check out this one. I'm gonna figure out how to do
That
so
one does
much
seem
of
a
this.
lot more sustainable than your last one.
And look,
That's
clank,
what
clank.
you think, wasn't it?
It ain't
That's what I
coming
thought
off.
about the last one. Hey!
I am one limb closer.
What does that
To
mean?
what?
So,
Who knows?
you can elaborate?
It suddenly occurred to me. What if like this, but me?
What, you being like them? Like a robot?
I don't know. It's just
Right.
like you've got
You
that
do
going
know
on,
Dendro.
and you talk to your dad, and now Susie's like really cool, and I'm like
She was
Was I
cool
not really
before,
cool
but now
before?
she's just like undead cool.
Thanks, Roy.
undead cool, still the ship, and I'm doing acrobatics and losing
You do
mostly
know
this arm.
you were a little bit sinister just then
What, when?
when you went. What you said, it was like,
Well, clank, clank. One more to go. Ro, I've watched you scare the shit out of many people.
wow.
To be fair, it was very threatening when you leaped into the air to try and get Adela onto the ground.
Did you do that?
Very
Sorry.
threatening.
You saw what he did.
Yes. But the principle of it is that it took a lot of courage to do that.
Ah, I got that.
So no
Spades.
deprecation from you, please.
Okay.
Hey.
Wheat makes the closest facial expression to smiling that this model of Warforged has. It just says, I like this group of people. You all seem like good friends.
Here we are.
We only met each other yesterday.
That's right.
What accent was that? I don't know.
When I met Suzie, we were friends the next day as well.
It's a Susie thing.
It's possible it is a Suzie thing.
There you go.
Or is it a wheat thing?
It's
Might be a wheat
possible.
thing.
When I met
Probably a
Suzie,
wheat thing.
I punched a hole through her stomach, not unlike the one Dendro punched through Sam.
That's
Then
true.
she
Well,
got
why?
up and I did not understand what was happening.
That's
What's-
a very reasonable response, really, yeah.
Not that I'm kind of changing the subject at all, but what's next?
Well,
As promised, we will fill your ship at no charge. Ro, you get 70 gold back.
Not like that.
10 units of gold. We will also... do you need arcane units?
yes, please.
Recharge your gate circuits.
Oh, bless you.
Can you like identify stuff, like see if it's magical and stuff?
I can.
Right. Well, there's 2 rings there. Can you tell us what they do?
These are rings of protection.
Oh, you're right.
Each
Suzie.
requires a attunement. provides +1 armor class and +1 to all saving throws.
What's armor class?
It is a numeric classification that we have for defensive capabilities.
That's a
See what you
robot
did
thing.
there. See what you did there. The Warforged have numericized war.
Does anybody want one of these rings?
Yes,
I'm
please.
Yeah, please
I
take,
I'm a
was thinking
squishy
that.
bean.
please take it, squishy folks, and folks who can't wear
Who's
armor.
squishy?
Me.
Right, you have one. Can you have two?
Oh wait, how does that work? I have hooves.
It's magic, it adjusts. It's like
They
a
change.
fan.
They
Yeah, they're
change.
adjustable.
They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
They're magically adjustable.
Yeah.
Can you just braid it into some hair?
That would be cool.
That's straight up very cool indeed.
Do any of you know how to plait hair? Because I don't really.
Come here.
I don't have hair.
I know how to plait dough.
So do
something
I, but I can't. Not
I
to
do.
hair. Very different texture.
It is, but it is technically
Yes,
the same.
Suzie.
Um,
Make sure it's thick enough so that the ring can stay.
in case this influences choices for the place that the second ring of protection goes, Ro, it has occurred to me over the last couple of weeks that you are wearing armor. A mage armor can only be cast if you are not
yeah.
wearing armor.
Yeah.
Cool,
I know
cool,
that, yeah.
So, very, very cool.
That's +1 in armor class.
So yeah, there are 2 rings of protection. So are both going to Piuwhgieawrg, or are you splitting them up?
I don't want to. Well, I don't want to be.
If you can wear
greedy.
both of them, you have both of them. You're the most squishy.
It's true.
Okay, I'm going to take it.
It
I'm
gives
alright.
you a +2 to armor class, so your armor class becomes 12.
And
it gives
+2 to saves, which is
to
wow.
every saving throw.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah,
It is pretty phenomenal.
Adelar was kitted out.
Cool.
You got
That
anything
is
else on him?
swell.
Susie's got that sending stone. Can I get an investigation check from anybody who wants to search this not resurrected corpse? By the way, it's just a mangled corpse at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's loot him.
Who has the best modifier? I have two.
We can all do
I
it.
already-
but
You can.
I got an 8.
17.
16.
I got an
I
8
don't
in total.
15.
Don't even know what I had. Hold on. So 19.
Incredible. Suzie finds a spell scroll of invisibility, and Dendro finds a spell scroll of Misty Step.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do I not? Well, actually, no. I'm greedy. I've already got 2 rings. Eventually, if I collect 5 more rings, I can do a really great impression of Ariana Grande.
I don't
Do you get that reference?
No, I don't.
During our break, I'll send you the song.
Thank you.
I also found earlier 500 gold. There's these fucking gorgeous geese if you want any of them, Dendro. Or
Geese.
geese if you want to wear. I mean, I guess
Oh.
any of us can wear them. It just feels inappropriate for us to wear them.
Yeah.
It's like a few different sort of like gorgeous fabric, like martial outfits called gi.
Yeah. Yeah. Put them in my little knapsack. Couple more
And-
clothes.
There you go.
And I got 2. I mean, would I know what level of potions of healing they are, or do I need to get weak to identify?
You can
them?
absolutely, you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a lot of experience with these. These are sort of your standard potions of healing, and then this one is a hefty one. So, like, this one probably can restore more life than any of y'all have. So, it's one to save or sell. Because these are fucking pricey. But I think,
Probably save them.
yeah.
I reckon if it's worth that much, personally, I say you sell it and buy lots of the small ones.
Wheat sort of goes, current market value is 500 gold pieces. You could get as many as 300 gold for selling it.
Hey, wait, you got your hand back. I reach across and I'm like,
Sorry, it's this one now. It's this one. Could somebody lend me a hand?
yes, here you go.
No, it's the other one.
No, because this one came off.
Pardon?
Because I mimed this one coming off as the right hand, so it's flipped. So it doesn't matter. I mimed the wrong arm coming off.
I don't think my imagination can stretch.
Not that far, no.
No.
Yeah.
But these
Suspense
healing
of disbelief
potions,
is just completely ruined.
So
We could-
ruined.
We could
Gosh, I
buy.
can't believe you didn't rip your arm off. Come on.
How many small ones could we buy then? With for 300 gold.
Oh,
I mean, I know our character, but assuming it's the
Out
same
of character, I'm not being funny, but in the long run, we are going to need probably bulkier potions.
Yeah.
No, we just need a cleric.
Well, you ain't getting that from me. So.
No, not me.
If we don't have a cleric, though, having the little ones can be real handy in terms of getting people back up after they've gone down.
Rely on that.
bonus action for yourself, action for another person.
I'm all right, generally, in Elfwise.
All right.
I can give myself kind of health every round.
Well, how
Nice.
about Piuwhgieawrg? Do you want one of the regular Dendro? You can get one of the regular, and then the superior.
Sure.
I've got an unlimited supply of false life spells.
Um,
At the
I mean-
Warforged not appreciatively.
Oh, I had a question and I've forgotten what it was. It'll come back to me.
So we don't need that now.
Oh, so when you're like unconscious making death saving throws,
Mm-hmm.
wait, my brain is trying to make the sentence.
Sure.
you can do it.
Could someone mechanically give someone a potion and then they don't have to do it anymore and they're back to hit points? Or
Yes.
do they?
Yeah.
Or is it okay? If we're going into Pokemon mechanics, so you can't on a fainted Pokemon you can't use a potion because they're fainted. You have to use a revive. Is it the case
No.
of
Potion down the throat, they're fine.
cool? Fine.
Yeah, it's as though a revive is built into any healing spray. Yeah.
Cool, got you. If I'm ever confused, just explain it in Pokemon terms.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now what you really want is an XP share, because that'll help you.
Oh, don't tell the fans about that. Oh, they'll get riled up about that. Pokemon is... Oh god, D&D is just so easy these days. They just hand out XP left, right and centre. Sorry.
I
I'm
dealt
just fishing
11
out the
damage
Pokemon
to a
team.
level 2
Yeah,
monk
yeah.
a minute ago.
No, Josh,
easy.
I'm talking utter shit.
I know.
But that's the I could go into a whole rant about the
I know,
Pokemon
I
fans
know,
just
I know.
shitting on Pokemon games. Anyway, that's not
Hey,
relevant.
wait.
We're playing D&D.
Hey, wait. As I'm here next to you, hoping you work out your
Thank you very
calculations.
kindly.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, like, can you get like another one of these, or have you just?
Oh,
like, that's it?
absolutely. My entire body was manufactured by the rest of my unit to house my soul.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did that. Yeah. Things have happened since then, you know. So like that dude over there that I killed.
Yes.
Yeah. He was very
Yes. Who was that?
nastily. He was just a dude that wanted to learn how to fight.
Oh, Sam.
Yeah, that.
I thought you meant Adelar.
No, I
You
don't
just
know who
asked
that
who
is.
he was, and you knew his name.
I was staying in character, but being the DM. Sorry, yes, Sam.
No, yeah, Sam, and he was like trying to learn this style, and he was like forcing you, and like I don't want to force you, but like, can you give me some tips or some pointers? Because like I am actually following this style.
You are interested in the way of the living weapon.
Oh yeah, let me show you what I've done so far, and I'll just like start demonstrating some little moves.
With his arm.
with his
With
arm.
his arm.
Can you teach me? I just took your arm.
I gave it.
Less Dendro.
Well, it is currently sort of 8:30. There are another 8.5 hours on the refuel of your ship. So my brain is not going to help me. What does that bring us to? What, 5 in the afternoon?
Oh, 8.5 hours, yeah.
8.5 hours?
A short rest then.
6.
You can absolutely short rest. These guys have done that already.
So that I roll
I'm
a
doing
d6
it
because that's my
again.
hit dice, right?
Are you not at full hit points?
Oh my god, yes I am. Ignore me.
It's all good.
I'm having another short rest.
You can go ahead and have a short rest. Everybody can have a short rest.
Oh, short rest. I can't recover spell slots.
Unless you have a feature that allows you to do that.
How would I How would I?
You don't.
You don't.
You don't.
You don't. That was
I-
maybe.
That's
Oh,
a
you were
warlock's.
you were being annoying. Okay, cool.
You get your. Don't you get your You do get your sorcerer points back though.
I
short rest, don't you?
already used them for a level 1 spell slot, and then I used that to try
But
and
on a
attack.
short on a short rest, you get them back, do you?
Let me just double check that.
I know I get my key points back on a short.
You don't. You do, yeah. That's what I thought the sorcerers do. They get their I might be wrong. It's been a while since I played one.
You regain all sorcery points when you finish a long rest.
Ah, okay. There you go.
Why you got to raise my hopes?
It's been a while.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'll sit bask and enjoy being a warlock.
Hell yeah.
They don't get very many spells, but they get.
Oh, is that what Ro is? A warlock?
Yeah.
Cool. I like unless it's specifically stated in these sessions. I don't
right,
know
I see.
what people are.
Ah, right. I see. Sorry. yeah. It's
I'm just like, oh, cool, Eldritch Blast. Wow. I wonder what that means.
Yeah, Eldritch. Basically, if anything cast an Eldritch Blast, they're generally a warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've taken some really funny feats.
Eldritch Adept, I think.
Quentin Tarantino could never.
So sorry.
Quentin Tarantino, if you're watching, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
Also, could you share our show? Maybe.
Yeah. Can I give you a hug? It's not weird at all.
Big fan of your work. Can I give you a hug?
Sure.
So, basically, Wheat breaks down that amount of time, since this will take us till 5 o'clock. Once we're done refueling your ship, we ourselves are going to leave. So, in that time, I'm more than happy to give you some pointers if you would like to learn.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Wheat.
Fantastic.
Wheat,
Yes, hello.
can you multitask?
The rest of us can help. There are 199 others who can help.
Josh, was that a roast?
It wasn't. It was. I was me just being in worlds, just saying that there are plenty of people around.
Okay.
It was not a roast. It was not meant that way. I think it was just the inherent comedy of the situation. That everybody wants to hang out with
it's
Wheat.
funny. I appreciate that. It's just my autism couldn't read it. It's okay.
Dew comes over. Is there anything I can help with?
You were talking to me about chaos factor
I was.
and being and me having that. Out of character. We talked about me being a what precisely did we say of what I was?
Wild magic sorcerer.
I was
Yeah.
That was said. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what exactly does wild magic come from?
What exactly does wild magic come from?
Yes.
Very interesting question to ask. Wild
You
magic.
could say, what is the nature of?
What is the nature of wild magic?
Yes.
The nature of wild magic is sorcerers are casters with an innate core of magic within them, which they attain by various means. Many wild magic sorcerers are fey in nature or have been in contact with a being of fey wild. Archfays, hags, and other such beings.
That's not very nice to describe someone.
Hags are deeply dangerous fey beings, usually found on Ipia, capable of curses that can transcend generations.
Sorry, I was making a pun. It was a joke. I wasn't.
I did not get that.
Okay.
I apologize.
It's all right.
Casts comprehend subtext.
If I
Gotcha.
could say.
This is an actual spell from season 2 of Fantasy High that is given by Figurath Faith to Ida Abernant at the end of the season.
Nice.
Fabulous.
Absolutely. Yes, so many wild magic sorcerers gain their abilities in that way. There are those, however, who tap directly into the dreaming dimensions.
Sorry, that was out of character.
There are many
Dreams.
forms of magic, and there are ethereal, semi-tangible dimensions known as the dreaming dimensions, or simply the dreaming and the nightmare, which are theorized to house the outer planes, the heavens and hells, the various cosmologies of various planets, the ethereal and astral planes, limbo, and does not include the elemental planes.
I met a god in a dream.
This is generally recorded. Are you a cleric or a paladin?
Neither of those.
Very interesting. Usually the stimulus for contact with beings of veneration, again, theorized to inhabit within various theological, moral, ethical, conceptual spaces within the dreaming, is belief in and veneration of said beings, or the use of hallucinogenics. Have you taken mushrooms recently?
No, I'm clean. I met... Actually, I'm gonna roll. Or do I want to flip a coin? I want to know if Porgy would remember.
You could remember. You could remember
Okay.
if you don't have to roll if you don't want to. If you'd like to roll, you're more than welcome to.
No! I just didn't want to meta game, but I don't want to roll in case I don't get it. It's just gonna be very annoying. Cord the Thunderer.
Cord. Thunderer. Scanning. Checking database. No record of Cord the Thunderer.
Are we in the same area?
I reckon you guys are in the same area.
Have may I do a check to see if
Yes, go for it.
What am I rolling for?
History.
History?
Or religion, actually, because that's an intelligence roll.
Can I make it history?
Yes, you can make it history.
22.
22. You have quite a lot of knowledge about this particular field. You know that there are multiple theories about like different gods and the planes that they exist on. The main difference, obviously, between them and the Ismerans being that the Ismerans were just physical and real and tangible, and most gods are not, but are still able to give power to their followers. You know, like 10 different thunder or lightning deities from across like all these different cultures, including a Cagrian lightning deity. Who?
Wait, did I miss that? Was that the one I met?
You did not meet a Cagrian lightning deity, no.
Oh, that's rude. That would so cute. Anyway, sorry.
Who was known as the Crag Walker.
That's so cool.
Cool name.
You have not heard of Cord the Thunderer.
Just checking. Thank you.
Yeah.
What? Carrie's hyperventilating. Like, what the fuck is going on? Okay. So, okay, maybe I misremembered. I'll come back to you on that, maybe. So, how is wild magic linked to the chaos factor?
Chaos Factor is another terminology for an ability of wild magic, a lack of control over one's magic and the random effects that the magic can produce itself.
Okay. Well, the thing, because my magic came all of a sudden.
Magic wet dreams. Been a magic wet dream.
Well, no, it was a lightning one, actually.
There was Cord was, in the rain and wet hair.
Yeah, so I could have unlocked my powers in a dream, or I guess I'm just really confused because
It can also
my
be
family
inherited generationally. I knew of a wild magic sorcerer who participated in the God War.
Oh, were they a good baker by any chance?
Not to the best of my knowledge. Also, not a Cagrian. A half-elf.
Okay.
Which one are you talking about?
Reginald. You knew of Reginald. Very, very powerful sorcerer. Yeah, Reginald, wild magic sorcerer who fought during the God War. Participated during the battles on Ipia, but didn't stay there afterwards. Moved on to Unan. It's the last you heard of Reginald.
Where can I? Because I would really like to know where this came from, so I can understand it more. Where could I go to learn how far up it goes?
Those with the most knowledge on these things would be Fey beings. I would suggest finding a contact on Ipia or somebody similarly skilled. I knew of a moonlight carnival run by a Madame Arcadia who possibly would be able to tell you something about this. There are also many on the planet of Ipia who would be able to. Suzie would know.
I got
Famous
contacts.
revolutionary. Exactly.
Suzie, I saved your life. You're going to help me with this.
I am. Yeah. This Madame Arcadia. Is she a wild magic sorcerer?
To the best of knowledge, not herself a wild magic sorcerer. possessing of Fey abilities in connection to nature.
Thank you. Hey, do you...
Mhm.
I know what I think this might be when I hear it in the context of Warforged. When you hear the cradle, what do you think?
The cradle. No specific place was ever called Cradle by Warforged. However, we were all born of the Edifitra. And it was within the body of the Edifitra Kron that our unit was created.
Oh.
Cradle. Do a little roll here. Okay. There is one possibility. How much do you know about the last writings of the god Aranor?
How much?
Could I roll for that?
Anybody can roll for that.
What roll would that be? History?
That's history, yeah. Advantage.
Well, that's a nat 1. No clue.
2.
No idea.
Oh, shit. 2 and a 7.
That does actually make a bit of sense. We'll talk about that in a sec.
11.
11. Okay. You guys doing history, or are we good?
I think Dendro's preoccupied.
Dendro's learning over there.
Yeah, I'm learning. You shout across, "Hey, do that?" And I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
You want
Rose
to
not
channel
gonna
your
know.
key into the knuckles on the end of your hands and create a short burst on the other side.
Oh, see, I've been channeling it into my thumbs. Knuckles, right. Let's try this.
It's a fair misunderstanding.
Is it?
It'll make him feel better.
You guys don't punch like this?
No! No!
I have hooves, Dendro.
You're going to want to reinforce the soft breakable bones that you have in your organic body
Oh.
Ow.
as you punch to make them you're going to want to make them more durable as you perform the punch.
Right. Do I just like think really hard or like repeatedly?
Feel this plate of metal that Sam was punching. It's like, feel how hard this metal is.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Close your eyes.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Now picture that your bones are made of this material.
My bones are made of this material.
You picture the weight and power.
They're heavy. They're strong.
Or on the other hand, you could just use your right arm and not your left arm when you do this technique. That'll
Oh
work
God!
as well.
Yeah.
Suzie, you specifically have a gap in your knowledge in this area.
Yeah.
You avoided Unan for the last few years of the God War. The Aranor and Arceon mounted the Ismaran defense from Unan, from Tomagot, for the last 20 years of the God War. 720 years to 700 years ago. Aranor left many writings which have since been claimed by Emthril Toll and the new Apacreal government. Some of those we have knowledge of because they were disseminated at the time of writing. There were talks about Aranor's lack of ability to communicate with various outposts as the war progressed and as they lost more and more people. one of the laments of Erenor was the incapability to communicate with the Edifica Brina, and the lamentation that in the wake of the loss on Ipia, he was unable to pursue research on the cradle any further. I believe it was the name of a research project.
So if we followed up some of that research that was taking place with Juthra.
It is possible there's a connection.
Thank you. That helps steer me in a clearer connection, clearer direction.
Happy to be able to help.
Look, folks, why don't we have a few good reasons to go to Ipia. I'm thinking about dropping by Drastia to get my bounty hunter's license, but we gotta go to Elydia 6 first. So there's other places we could go. We can talk that over sometime.
Sure.
We'll help figure things out for you.
Would anybody else like to participate in practice training for the last few hours?
Right.
While
To
we
do
go on
what?
the ship?
Yeah. Just don't kill me.
It'd be nice to not
I don't
like
think we
have
can.
Porgy just cast magic, like to actually know what Porgy is doing, not just randomly like.
I think what happens is Dendro trains to master this martial technique. Do like or Cat will run some combat with Suzie. I think Dew sits Piuwhgieawrg down and goes like, okay, you can't cast any more magic for the day. I'm just going to teach you theory. I'm just going to teach you actual things about magic.
Oh, good! I was a really good student. I always love to go back to school.
All right, let's do school. And that is where we were going to call a 15-minute break.
Montage time!
As you guys
Well,
time left.
I was going to say, well, Ro will be getting some targets, some sort of cans on the side, and doing sort of ninja rolls over and going an Eldritch Blast.
The others seem to be like just like have a huge amount of fun with that. And I was like, we could be moving targets.
Yes.
You hit them, they have like shields and things.
Yeah.
Amazing. Everybody's going to gain 1 point of experience.
What is
And
level
we're
3?
gonna
How many
go
experience is level 3?
I've leveled up.
Ro, you are at 4 out of 10. Dendro and Piuwhgieawrg are at 10 out of 10. Suzie is at 5 out of 10. For the
I'm
next,
at
to the
10?
next level up. You're at 10 out of 10.
How did I get to 10?
3 for killing Adelar, and
You gave me 1 for Adelar because I downed. And I was only on 2 as well.
were you only on 2?
I'm level 2, 2 out of 10.
Oh, I must have just had that wrong. Great, then you were at 4 out of 10.
I had 9 XP down previously. Is that do they go then when you level?
Did they get rounded
Okay.
down?
Yes, they get reset.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's always an out of 10 situation.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm 4 out of 10 then.
Yes, you're 4 out of 10.
I'm now level 3 after my long rest.
After you have a long rest, you'll be level 3. Dendro's getting there 4 out of 10. Ro's getting there 4 out of 10. Susie's getting there level 5. Okay, we will come back at 10 to 11 and see where you guys want to go next. Goodbye!
Bye.
And we're back. Hello, one and all. We return to the adventures of the Arrow Crew. 8.5 hours past. It is 5 p.m. You guys have done a little bit of training with the Warforged. Can I get really quick, just for the sake of something fun for me, can I get Suzie to make another history check?
Oh,
DC 15.
I don't have disadvantage on
You
this.
don't have disadvantage.
For the folks at home, Susie now has disadvantage on a bunch of things for a while.
Holy shit.
Bam,
Holy shit.
bam,
Holy shit.
bam. That's a natural 20 for 24.
Natural 20
I know
history
things.
check.
Me.
You're remembering that guy Reginald?
Yeah,
The wild magic sorcerer who fought in the God War?
yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, Reginald Puddlemud. That was a guy. Fought during the God War.
Ro, have you introduced yourself with... Yes, I think you have introduced yourself with your last name, because I remember being like, these guys just give out their names. Okay. I need a sip of tea for this.
We're gonna say that you guys are heading back to your ship. You are hanging. Actually, so that you know of, you could somebody that in a second. You guys go back to the ship. The guys are just finishing up. Recharge. They've recharged your gate circuit. They are just finishing up refueling the Arrow, and when you come into the ship, you see that Tilly, who has been here with Atlas, has just been very quietly for the last sort of 9 hours or so while she's been here and hanging out, been casting the mending spell over and over and over and over and over and over again, and has completely reconstructed your table and chairs.
Oh, sweetheart, you didn't need to do that.
No, I got like, this is just relaxing and fun for me, and I've just been talking to Atlas. Did you know that Atlas was like a hero and fought like a crazy dragon lady?
Yeah.
And he's been telling me stories about these old days, and this guy called Ignis, and these people who sound really, really cool, called Tathan and all this stuff. And just while we've been talking, I've just kind of been doing this, and it's like a puzzle. It's like which splinter fits with which splinter, and you cast mending, and then you continue on, and yeah.
Okay, so I see this, and I have made, firstly, a whole New York baked cheesecake. I've made a pastry heart, and I've made a custard tart.
Amazing.
You deserve this and more.
Oh my gosh, that's not all for me. We're all gonna eat that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Okay,
feel.
fine. The intent was for you to eat it. But...
That's really that's really kind. I only need like a small amount of. That's really. I would love to have some. I want to
It
share.
looks lush, that does.
Yeah, it looks lush. Thank you.
Lush.
Thank you so much.
Well, you repaired the damage I did, so...
Oh crap! Did you do that?
Yeah, I had a dream with the well, apparently well, maybe I didn't, with Cord the Thunderer, and I was trying to use that to power a kettle, and that really backfired. Like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I was sort of counting as I went. I think that there were sort of like 10,000 pieces that I put back together again.
Oh, sweetie!
No, it's like putting together a puzzle. It was fun.
That's a big puzzle.
Yeah, big 3D puzzle.
I'm gonna get a little piece of fabric and wrap up some gold in it. And just hand it to her. Put it between your hands.
Oh,
Thank you. This is for you for what you did there.
oh my goodness.
and there is 20 gold in there.
Oh my goodness. I can't possibly. This is too much.
Look, you're gonna have to get back to your carnival, right? To your people. It's always good to have some money on hand.
I don't even know where. I don't even know where to begin.
You can begin by hiding that because people will see you as a small teenager.
Oh no, I've totally got that covered.
Yeah.
It like vanishes in her hand.
Yeah, I just know that the shock can sometimes lead you to not. I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is gonna be like, how do I break gold pieces over the counter?
I can do a bit of that for you here.
If you could, I like taking out a thing full of like 20 gold.
Oh yeah.
Is it-
No, this is stash away stuff. Here,
Yeah.
let me. I'll break it up
Yeah,
a bit.
beautiful. No need to. Yeah, thank you. Wow, this is really kind. This is really kind.
Has Ravenall not been back yet?
Haven't seen her yet. You think she's gonna be back? Could I stay with you guys until Ravenall comes back?
The more the merrier.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. No, I'm just kidding.
And then
Bro,
after
I
that-
swear to God, if you play with the
So
teenagers' feelings,
innocent,
I'm going to
goes
bonk you.
crestfallen.
Sorry.
So
That was
relieved.
badly timed joke. But I thought he less like in the mood.
Tilly goes around and gives everybody a hug.
Ah, I love her baby.
Thank you. Crawls up the wall and into the hammock that Ravenall set up the previous night. Thank you.
It's all good. Let me know if you need any extra blankets or anything.
Thanks. Oh, Warforged guys provide you with extra bedding and stuff for everybody to have actual sort of like foldable but like frames for beds. It's not full comfort, but it's better than sleeping on the ground.
I'll ask them before they go. What? We are a bit short of like cider for the trip. I don't suppose you've got any.
I've got pure ethanol.
we can work with that.
Right.
Yeah, John once bought a cider brewery as part of a birthday present.
Bought a cider brewery?
As an
No, like,
expensive purchase.
You know what?
Oh, like a home brewing kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got it. We got a home
you're
beer brewing
British.
kit once for my dad's birthday, and he very much appreciated that. So that was the vibe I was thinking.
Incredible. Yeah, absolutely. A keg of almost 100% poisonous ethanol is brought on board.
Now, do you have any apples?
We do not have any apples.
We can
We
get
can get apples.
we can get
Don't worry,
drinks.
Ro. We'll get you cider.
All right. Yes. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, this
Reminds me of
keg
that.
this keg isn't ready to drink yet. We gotta work some magic on this.
Oh,
first.
I'm glad you told
You'll
me
die.
that, Dendro. I was.
We can't have you dying.
You die. You die.
As far as we know, you can't come back after dying, so...
I don't know. I'm not tried it.
Really, please don't try that, son.
All right, I won't, Dad. It's all right. It's all good.
If I'm
I'll try
anything
not
to go by.
I think I got a new mission, Dad.
Well, you were sort of talking about this, and I can't tell you how much that means. I think that's an excellent idea for your mother and
I
I.
can resurrect you. Yeah, you can resurrect you,
us,
Mum.
absolutely.
Yeah, and then buy the farm back, and then we'll just get back with it.
Oh, my darling boy, there's nothing I would like more.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's, exactly. I can tell. I can tell in the sincerity in your voice.
Oh, that's nice that he really likes that idea.
Absolutely.
I have a mechanics question.
Yes.
Not now, obviously, because I haven't leveled up yet, and I don't have the spell slots. If I cast Detect Thoughts,
Yes.
on Ro.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Could I hear the dad?
You'd have to try and find out.
Oh, you fucking
That is
assholes.
going to be some serious fun. I'm loving that idea.
I'll try.
Your dad says to you, you handled yourself really, really well in that fight. That guy
Yeah,
did not
I
stand
did
a
alright, didn't I?
chance against you. I'm so impressed. Listen, I think I could give you more power. Would you be interested in, I think it's called a pact?
Yeah. A pack. A pack of what?
Pact. No, like a
Like a packet of
pact,
donuts.
like an agreement, like a
Right.
bond.
Well, of course I'd agree with whatever you tell me, Dad. You're my dad.
Of course,
Do we
no.
hear this?
He's talking out loud.
Just Rose side.
Just Rose side, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. He's making a bond with his dad. Oh.
Yeah. I'm bonding with me dad. It's nice. We used to go outside and play like with the ball, but now we're talking about making a pack together. It's
What's your
great.
dad's name?
Dad.
Dad,
Ball's
Puddleman.
in your court here, Neil.
Derek.
Derek.
Yeah.
Do you know of Reginald Puddlemug?
Do I know of a Reginald Puddlemud?
Absolutely
Has-
not.
No. Dad, have you heard of Reginald Puddlemud?
Reginald Puddlemud. Reginald Puddlemud. Reginald Puddlemud. I think your mother did a genealogy thing and looked at some birth record. There might maybe have been a Reginald in there somewhere all the way going
Right.
back. Yeah.
We think there might be someone in the past in the family. And bound to be a Reginald. There's a Reginald in every family. Ironically, that's my middle name, Reg.
Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that.
Amazing.
Fair enough.
That reaction makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
There you go.
I just asked because I think that that wild magic sorcerer from the gods war, I think his name was Reginald Puddlemud.
Are you related from someone famous?
He might be. Might be worth
Wow.
investigating.
Might be. I might have a look at that. I think that gives me another mission.
I think so.
I like this. Missions come and slap you in the face. Resurrect your family. Find out your famous relative.
Great.
Yeah. He was definitely great. Yeah, I like that.
If I recall correctly, he did some fighting on Ipia, where there's
What?
the connection
On
to the
Ipia?
dreaming is a little wild. But
Right.
then he was said to have gone to Anon after,
All right.
so
Okay.
it seems viable.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some relatives. You might be an elf. You might still be alive.
I think he was a half elf.
A bit like me then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the lifespans of half elves?
Lived to around 120 years.
Yeah.
Was that the dad saying that?
That's DM saying that.
Yeah.
So I was asking in character, that's why.
Yeah. We live a bit longer than humans.
Okay.
Tilly sort of goes like, yeah, 120 years.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's here.
I believe that the census says that the average length.
Now, I once knew a half-elf who lived to be 140. Now, that was crazy.
Right. Wow.
You remember your mom's friend Angie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your old Auntie Angie. Yeah, lived to 150.
Yeah.
Before she bought her clogs.
Definitely. Yeah. I remember her.
Oh, she met you when you were this big.
All right, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you dropped me on my head a lot of times, so...
Oh, but your mother never let me hear the end of that.
Yeah, it's true. But it's all right. Got back up, dusted yourself off each time.
Absolutely, yeah,
That's the greatest memory. But no, it's all right. I had a happy childhood.
This is just so wrong.
I think at some point I roll over. Porgy rolls over and says, "Should we tell him?"
Keeping an eye.
Now, son.
Yeah.
It's gonna take me a little bit of time to prep this. So in the meantime, just keep doing exactly what you're doing. But yeah, I'll prep a pact, and we can do this proper and get you some more power.
All right. Well, I like power. I like the stuff I do in that witch bolt thing.
That was
That was fun. That was.
It looked like it. Did you see his face? He was like,
yeah. That's what you see.
Oh.
Right.
Super quick, super casually. Can you just say this word out loud? Gweavlon.
Weavlon.
Huh?
Can I please? Is it Arcana? Is that what that be?
I think it would be history.
That's history. Yeah.
Well, bollocks. That is a... What is my history modifier? Not that it matters.
What's a Gweavlon, Dad?
Sorry, what was that?
What's a Gweavlon?
I'll tell you in a second. What was that? What did you roll, Carrie?
Oh, sorry.
5. What did you roll?
18.
18. Yeah, Suzie, you absolutely know Gweavlon. Can you roll me deception with disadvantage?
Me?
Yes.
Ah, fuck. Disadvantage.
Yeah.
9.
Cool. Son, didn't look like anybody in the room recognized that word when you said it.
Did I notice? My passive perception is 12.
Yes, you would have.
No,
noticed.
11. Sorry, yeah, 11. Sorry. Yeah.
You noticed Suzie react to that word.
Do you know what that word means, Suzie? What's it mean?
It's a planet.
Right.
I got to thinking is all that you were talking about resurrection, and I heard something off the grapevine that they might have something on that planet. So I just thought if anybody knew anything about it,
All right, Suzie. Apparently, we might be able to go to there, and because they got something to do with resurrections there.
They got something to do with a lot of things there.
Right. That didn't sound too good.
And no, it's never sounded too good to hear about things from Gweavlon. Is Gweavlon still... A, has Gweavlon been refound? And B, did they get wiped out?
There was an information blackout.
Yeah.
The gates stopped going there. It has not been found.
Yeah.
No worries.
All right. Can we go there then?
Yeah, is that possible?
They haven't found it.
All right. We
They
don't know where
haven't
it is,
found it
Dad.
again.
Do you know where it is, Dad?
No, it's just something I heard off the grapevine. Very casual.
All right. I wanted to learn all these things about you. Since since you passed. Have you got like friends over there?
On Gweavlon?
No, I meant like in the afterlife.
Well, I got your mother here.
Mum's there!
Yeah, that's been clear the whole time. I've been
He's
saying
shocked.
you that Mom's
Is it?
here.
Dendro's
Yeah.
face.
Can I talk to her?
She, for whatever reason, she can't manifest a voice to talk to you, but I can talk. Like she can
Oh.
talk through me.
Right, I can. Everyone, my mum's there as well.
Oh, that's
Now I can talk
beautiful.
to me
Oh
mum.
no. Actually, no. Can I? I don't know whether I should withhold that or not.
I think it's up to Piuwhgieawrg to decide whether he believes this is anything or not.
What role do you think that would be?
No, you decide that.
Yeah,
That
you
shouldn't be a
decide.
dice roll. That should
Yeah.
be you decided that.
Oh well, I think
Karen.
Porgy knows from the way you've been talking and the fact that they are very emotionally intelligent. They're like, oh honey, you've been had. So yeah, I guess I do say it.
What do you say?
That my initial response of like, oh no, or something like that. Oh no.
Why is that? Why it's not a bad thing that me dad can talk to me mum because I can talk.
Yeah,
to
you're going to be
my
able to
mum
resurrect
fine with
both
that.
of us in theory.
Yeah, yeah. I can resurrect both of them. Who else? Who else? Anyone else? Anyone else famous? There?
Nobody famous. I wish. That would be quite fun to be stuck here with a celebrity. No, nobody else that we. I mean, unless there are people here that we can't hear. It's kind of.
Right, is it just the two of you then?
I think it's just the two of us. Yeah.
What's that actually look like over there?
It's not. It doesn't really look like anything. It's like not. We don't really have bodies. It's just sort of a weird liminal kind of space. We're being held sort of near you.
Right.
Yeah.
boring?
It is
boring?
quite boring, actually. Yeah.
I better hurry up with this resurrection thing then.
Well, it's okay. I got you to talk to. But
Oh,
but,
yeah,
but yes,
sure.
I'd love to be alive again. That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right.
May I ask,
Yeah.
when did your dad start speaking to you?
Like his funeral.
Did anything in particular happen at that funeral that might have caused?
I buried my dad. And I found my spade. That was quite lucky.
Spade?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm worried I'm metagaming.
Doesn't sound like it so far.
Okay. So I have looked at your spade and it's really lovely.
Yeah, he did it.
How did you find it?
Well, it was sort of I was going. There was these plants, right? Like my dad always used to go and plant these plants in a certain order, like during the spring. And then I remembered on that morning, like I was just chatting to my dad in my head, like just saying goodbye and all the rest of it, and thinking, what am I going to do now? And then I was like, well, maybe I'll go and plant those plants.
Right.
And so I went to look for a spade. And I went to the greenhouse and I couldn't find a spade there, which was really weird because we've got millions of spades. And then I went, I found myself going I went downstairs, down to the basement. And I kind of sort of, on the way down, I couldn't get the light to work. So I ended up tripping over. And then when I got back up, there was this. I noticed in the wall that there was a spade, sort of in some rags. And so I looked at the spade, and I tell you what, it's a nice spade. It's a very nice spade. It's got these squishy, all these sort of arcane. I think they're called arcane sort of symbols on them.
Hmm.
And then I went up and I started digging and I started planting things, and then I started chatting to my dad and just saying thank you for all the things that he did with me and stuff like that. And then he started talking back.
May I have a look at your spade, please?
Yeah.
I'd like to roll an Arcana check, please.
Sure, you hand over the spade?
And I have proficiency in that, so that's a 19.
Cool. You look at the spade. Very clearly a magical spade. Yeah, there are definitely sort of like magical properties, and you've just been at school. Um,
I hope I pass with flying colours.
you absolutely pass with flying colors. Um, and you have learned that yeah, there are magical items that are capable of housing uh, spirits of people who die, usually while holding them in some way. But it's not unheard of. It's definitely possible that Ro's dad is in here. Yeah.
May I ask, this is maybe a sensitive question.
It's all right. I'm quite open.
What was your dad doing when he died?
Well, they got him and my mum got like electrocuted.
Yes, but before that really awful thing happened,
Yeah,
what were they doing?
when they were on the horse and cart.
So they
going
weren't using this spade?
I don't know. He might have been. He used a lot of spades.
It's just really... Sorry, I'm bringing in my school knowledge now. But it just seems a little bit conspicuous to me that...
Or a coincidence.
True, maybe a coincidence.
Being honest, between you and me, I just thought that perhaps that the spade just opened up some sort of, like channel or something. I haven't said that to my dad, but he obviously knows it now. But that's what I just thought, and I didn't really want it to stop.
That's understandable.
Well, so it just like whatever happened, I'm chatting to my dad.
Now he knows
Well,
his
yeah.
mum's there.
Yeah, and I miss my dad.
Yeah, you would, of course.
Huh.
Can you just ask
Why?
your dad one question, please?
Of course,
Can
he can hear you anyway.
All right. Hello, Mr. Puddlemud. I'm just wondering, where you heard that name, Guivlon, and how you knew that there might be something there that might help you out with resurrection magics. Dangerous
Dad?
magics they practice there.
Dad?
Hi, yeah. I don't know anything about dangerous magics. I was kind of thinking about different ways to, come back to life, and I don't even know where I heard it, but I heard something about the people there, uh, like being able to like make bodies or something like that.
Right. My dad says something. He doesn't. It's probably something he read somewhere. He used to read a lot of papers, but he said he didn't really know about them about bad magic or anything. He just said they heard something about them making bodies or something.
Well, we haven't heard anything from Guivlon in 700 years. Odd.
Right?
Huh?
Well, I don't know then.
Old papers.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might have been from someone traveling by looking to buy some produce or something.
Yeah.
I honestly can't remember. I was just like, hey, maybe somebody knows
Well,
this planet.
Yeah. We come across the strangest things in our day-to-day lives.
Yeah. Exactly.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
know what, Ro? Whatever is making you happy, and obviously your dad happy. And I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for doubting. You can tell your father that as well.
What do you mean you doubted me? What have I done
shit.
wrong? I don't know what you mean you doubted me. What have I done wrong?
I'm just very concerned for you, Ro.
Or what are you concerned for me? Look what I did back there.
Wait, sorry, say that again. I didn't hear that properly.
I said, oh, you don't need to be concerned for me. Look what I did with the witch ball.
No, of course. I'm very capable of really cool magic.
Yeah.
You're just a... Wait, hang on. I just want to ask, how old is Ro?
Like in early 20s.
Okay, that makes sense then. I can't remember if I actually decided an age for Piuwhgieawrg, but I think I was thinking like late 30s, early 40s. You just seem like a very trusting young man.
Well, yeah. That's what my dad taught me to do.
I just don't want people taking advantage of you.
That's all right. I'll give him one of them.
That's a really excellent coping strategy, okay.
Yeah. That's all right. Basically, what my dad taught me, and you'll remember this, Dad, trust people until you learn that you can't trust them, and then don't trust them. Which makes complete sense.
It's sound advice.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I said. You know, you can go through your life distrusting everybody and assuming the worst in them. But if you do that, things like this lovely group of people, you're never going to meet these people and get on, you know, and become a crew and help kill some
exactly the point. You see,
flying guy.
I set on this adventure. And I set on this adventure to maintain like a positive outlook, because I knew if I go out into the world with a positive outlook, positive things will happen to me. And my mum used to say that, and that's what happened. I made some really good friends, and that's just by making that adventure one step at a time.
We're glad to have met you. I will give you one piece of advice, because I've seen some shit. Best make sure that no one interferes with that channel you have. You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes I find when I'm on the ship sending messages, other people can get in on the same frequency, and sometimes they'll pretend to be someone they're not, or try and feed you false information or anything like that.
Well,
so just make sure that you're always certain it's your dad and that there's no one trying to sneak in on him.
Well, I'd be able to tell if it wasn't my dad.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. He'd tell me things that I knew that weren't true.
Yeah.
I fucking despair.
I shiver my cockerwinkles, son. These people are great.
This is a speciality of a certain type of dumbness that I can play very well.
Well, I hope.
Or naivety, shall I say, rather than dumbness.
I hope I can meet your parents in the flesh someday.
Well, we do. We're going to resurrect them, aren't we? That's my mission.
Right.
We got your mission.
Right.
We've all going to have our mission, and we're all going to do it.
Yeah.
It's like all part of this big story that we're part of, and we're all going to get our own little bit.
Yeah, really perfectly constructed narrative arcs for each of us.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
But maybe just a little flavour of chance.
Yeah. Like some randomness from somewhere. I don't know how that would work.
Probably Piuwhgieawrg's wild magic.
That'd be it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Some kind of chaos factor.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just gonna step out to speak to the droid that's got the vehicle waiting here to bring Tilly back. I just am gonna go out and have a word with them and be like, Tilly's not going back until the morning. Is that a problem?
Not going back until the morning?
Or until because Tilly's staying for the night, right? Or until Ravenall gets there. I said it'll be longer. I'll just say it'll be longer. We're still waiting on someone.
The droid has been idling for 8 hours.
You can park. You can park, you know?
There are no parking spaces.
You can park next to the ship. No, I'm not there. It's fine.
I have to park between the lines. There are no lines.
I'm just gonna go...
The non-sentient droid.
There's like sand and stuff around.
Yeah. It
I'm
literally.
just gonna go carve 2 lines in the sand.
recognizes that as a parking space, turns off the thing. Ah, no meter. It must be free.
Oh, I just
Would
want
you look
to
at
go out
that?
there and just draw some double yellows.
Oh, can't park here.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have a way of getting in touch back and just saying you'll be a little longer?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Bless you.
You are welcome.
I go back in. I
Yep.
just wanted to make sure that I had addressed that.
While you're out there, on your way back, the sending stone makes a sound, and you hear a voice. Is that Suzie Coyne?
Do I recognize the voice?
You do not. Sort of a mellifluous, neutral accent voice. Woman's voice from the other side. Is that Suzie Coyne? Hello? Anybody there? Nothing else?
I go back inside. Did any of y'all see Adelar use this?
You are muted.
Oh yeah, loads of times. And then he was like beating my face. I was beating his, and then he was talking into it.
What was he saying?
Like I'm gonna confirm some shit. There's
Check
pests.
on something, yeah.
Backup.
Backup never came?
No.
Don't-
Wait,
I don't know.
would we know that no one
He-
ever came for him?
He clearly asked for an extraction, which did not happen, and then he said, "Fuck, absolutely fuck you."
Yes. Cool.
I was dead for that.
You were down for that, yeah.
I'm gonna wrap it up in rags and say, I just heard a voice come through it, and I tell them what just happened.
Sure, yeah.
Who was it?
I don't know, I didn't say anything. I didn't want them to know that I was...
Can I make
Here?
a retrospective perception check?
For what?
Like any uniform or like any personal identification as to what kind of company he was involved in?
Oh.
Adelar?
Yeah.
He was a dockmaster.
Right, I should... He was the one who saw that my ship had been... needed to come back.
Oh yeah.
We
He
kind of...
repossessed the arrow, yeah.
Yeah. It was none too polite to him, but in my defense,
He killed you.
I was gonna say he was an asshole.
Suzie?
Yeah?
Are we criminals? Because we've killed 2 people now. One of them, he belonged to the oligarch family, and this dude was a dockmaster. Like this,
I mean-
these aren't just like people on the street. These are big
I mean-
names.
But to
I
be
mean,
fair, they did
Adelar-
initiate it.
Killed me.
Yeah, but
Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth kind of thing.
We should probably lay low in
in
some
my
regards.
experience, mega corporations don't really do eye for an eye.
I mean, that's why I don't want them to know that I'm around, because maybe they don't know. They probably know that he came to find me, and then
I mean, it sounded like he was talking about you.
It's just really frustrating. I thought we did a very good job, covering it all up and.
I'm sure he did. He was a fucking wizard. You never know what kind of weird shit. You can't account for that. Well, you can, but like it requires you to not be level 1 characters with a level 3 character who doesn't have magic and needs to have an alibi elsewhere anyway.
What are
You know.
levels?
This is just some stuff I picked up when hanging out with the Warforged.
They numericize everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They categorize people between tiers of danger from 1 to 20, and 12 through 20 are mostly theoretical.
We
So yeah,
should.
are we gonna get like hunted?
Well, that's why I want to get the Bounty Hunters Guild membership, because that would eliminate one aspect of getting hunted. I mean, there's always the AAPD, but I mean, what evidence do they have?
You guys, like, quick flashback to the Warforged, like, digging out a perfect rectangle and then just, like, covering up Alar's body.
Suzie, I think we're a little bit fucked, aren't we?
No. We'll be alright.
You guys, I will give you this for free. He was able to find you, right? Everything depends on who he told that the arrow wasn't destroyed by yoting it into the sea. Because if he told Dawn Starships Incorporated, and thereby the oligarchs, you guys are in deep trouble. If he didn't, if he told somebody else, that would mean something different. If he didn't tell anybody, that's the ideal. Because then this starts and ends.
How can we
him.
find that out?
Well,
We'll know sooner or later when people start coming after us or not coming after us.
That means we got loose ends. Because remember those two little biker dudes?
Yeah.
They know us, and they ran away and watched us kill Sam.
Oh.
Yeah, they're gone. They had the win, baby.
Well, you did that. That's on you.
Okay. But
I
you
just
were
made
next
him
to
trip.
me.
I just made him trip, okay?
You're an accomplice.
I was the one that said you shouldn't be killing people. You know, we meant to have a moral compass, but whatever.
Accessory.
We got a moral compass now.
no.
No.
I thought I did.
Well, I got the things that my dad taught me. He did say if someone attacks you, it's all right to give them a bloody nose back. That bloody nose might mean killing them, but you know,
I mean,
it's just another adventure.
Sam killed Wheat, was a threat to everyone else here, was holding people hostage. Got in a fight with him. He would have killed us.
Self-defense.
And he was like, what? Nephew to the oligarch?
He's somehow related to the Tolera the Just. Somehow. But it could be distant.
It was nephew.
He did.
Yeah.
He did talk into that message rock thing, and then said, "Fuck you." So whoever was on the other end obviously wasn't listening to him.
Adelar was doing that.
Yeah.
Stone.
Oh,
What's
sorry.
up again? Hello? Anybody on the other side?
I'm gonna hand it over.
You have to intend for your voice to go into the stone for it to matter, so
Yeah.
you're like, it's not going to overhear you.
Okay. Why don't you pretend you just found it? Also, I'm dead.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Hello.
Hello.
Who's this?
Oh, forgive me. This belonged to a friend of mine, a person named Adelar.
Right.
Put it on speaker.
Okay. Well,
How did you
whoever
get your
that was-
hands on it?
I picked it up.
Ah,
Well,
so you're the
well,
one
well.
responsible for killing him.
Is he dead? Is your friend dead?
Give me your deception check.
Can I assist?
How would you like to assist?
I have no idea.
Then no.
Oh, okay. 15 plus 4. So 19.
19.
Thank God, bro.
Oh, I see. You just picked it up.
Well, yeah, that's what he said, wasn't it? Who's this anyway? Who are you? This is fancy.
The stone goes dead.
Oh, I didn't want to talk.
Can I get everyone to just clear off the ship for a little bit? Everyone, including you, Tilly. Come on.
Tilly climbs down.
I go to the Warforge. Registration?
Yes.
Can you get rid of that?
You would like us to get rid of your transponder codes.
Yeah.
You know that you will not be able to dock in any officially registered shipyards?
Question for the DM.
Yes.
Can I dock at the Bounty Hunters Guild?
You can.
Okay. Then, yeah. No, I know.
Ooh, we're going off the grid.
I've tried doing this before. It didn't work out well for me.
It is a very dangerous procedure.
But I figured you probably know how to do these things better than I would.
We have done it before.
Thank you.
Old wartime program. Tree. And the Warforged with a big 3 on the chest comes over. Tree was built for this. The highest success rate. We lost so many.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I mean, but they can come back because of the net.
A lot of rebuilding.
Yeah.
But
Look, I do it. I just am probably gonna fail more often than it's worth me dying and coming back.
in order to do this properly, we'll take 3 hours.
Thank you.
Of course. So it was kind of like 5:30, so this is going to take you through to around 8:30 p.m. So you guys have a little bit of time to kill.
Do we not want this rock anymore? I'm sure that there's ways that you can find something.
Suzie, I know. I highly recommend not having it.
Yeah.
It can track us, right?
Not necessarily, but
Do we want to lose it in space?
yeah, that's a great idea.
Right.
That's a really solid idea.
We can't
That's
open a
fabulous.
window and yeet it in space, because otherwise we'll die.
I'm sure that we got like some ports or something that you can go out of.
You can crack the cargo door if you
I can
angle it.
Like flush it down the toilet or something.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. You have a
Your
vacuum
dad
toilet.
has been
Yeah.
You're like an airplane toilet.
You just go through these. You go through various different clouds in space where you just think it's sort of asteroid fields, but it's not. It's just frozen turds.
Shatter against
Sorry,
your
this
hull.
is a joke.
Yeah.
Is that what happens in airplane toilets? Because I've literally...
No.
Okay, thank God. Otherwise I was going to have a crisis.
Have you ever been walking down the street and just seen a really large turd just come from a plane?
Oh, it hurts me.
You know, you've been in a car and you just go, oh, you think it's a bird that's actually shit in the car.
You ever been walking and you just feel a little bit of rain, but it doesn't rain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one drop, and then you're like,
Pee. It's plain pee.
I think we broke Carrie.
Plain pee.
I ask a genuine question.
Oh, it hurts.
Anyway. Right, what are we doing now?
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want to send Tilly back without Ravenall, but we need to go.
Let's see, like Ravenall keeps like popping up with us. So like if Tilly's
It's almost
with
like
us,
there's some kind of narrative structure that really like makes Ravenall always come back.
Wow.
But I said I'd bring Tilly here to find Ravenall.
and we're just going somewhere else to find her.
Are you guys like? Where's the next planet that you're going to be? Because
I think we're gonna have to head to Elydia 6 to get that bounty hunter membership as soon as possible. Or we could go to Ipia. But the thing is with the Bounty Hunters Guild membership.
yeah, but like my understanding of Elydia 6 is that it's not actually like a habitable planet.
Yeah.
That it's a mining planet and there's a space station that orbits it. That's the Bounty Hunters Guild. So like what's the next planet that you're going to be on?
I mean, I was thinking either Drastia, Rayara, or Ipia.
Because I don't know. I don't have the first idea of where the people from the Moonlight Carnival ended up. Bounty Hunters Guild, good place to ask questions about that. And then any of those planets, if I'm being entirely honest, like Ipia gets me back to ground zero.
Yeah.
Drastia is a, there are lots
Cool
of people that I
place.
can ask. Very straight up.
Well,
Drastia butts. Ow!
Till he dies.
Ah, fuck.
No, it's alright. I choose not to poison her. It's okay.
Yeah, and Rayara, I hear that Rayara is lovely. Like
It is. Well, the only reason I hesitate is because I don't. It's dangerous. Frankly.
oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll stay here. I'll go back to Tomagot and see if I can find anybody. Yeah.
Meowsa will set you up, or do you want to come with us just for... We can head straight to Ipia.
I don't want to put you out of your way. You've already been so kind. No, I'm fine. I'll be okay.
May I insight check this little goblin gal?
You absolutely may insight check the little goblin gal.
Suzie, she's
I'd
got
like to
nowhere
roll as
go.
well.
You can, absolutely.
12.
12.
17.
12, putting on a brave face. 17, is feeling obligated not to be in your, to be a burden on you anyway, because she feels so grateful for everything that you've done for her up to this point, Piuwhgieawrg. So it's truly like if it means that if it's the best thing for you guys, then yeah, I'll leave myself cast away on this planet with nobody knows right now. So Piuwhgieawrg, you get a true I care more about you guys not being inconvenienced than I do about me eating tomorrow.
Okay, I go forward and I kneel down, and my hooves try and clasp one of Tilly's hands.
Yeah?
Tilly, your safety is worth just as much as all of us. Your priorities are worth just the same as us. You are coming with us. You are not a burden. You are loved here, especially by me. You'll be well looked after.
Just starts crying and hugs you. Oh.
I go rub Tilly on the back.
Oh.
Alright, so... where to next?
I think we
Bounties?
should get bounty hunter membership so that we don't get hunted.
Alright, is that
I mean-
okay with you, Tilly?
Yeah. Sounds good. Wherever you guys want to go.
Alrighty. Do we want to... when things are done here, go straight away, get out into orbit, and then gate to Eludia 6? And then we can
I
stay
think
there for
getting there quickly is probably not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Alright, that's what we'll do then.
Okay.
In the downtime,
Yes.
can I do a little bit of practicing with this middle arm of mine
Yeah.
and remembering the shock that I felt when I was down, and then waking up and seeing, was it Wheat
Yes.
with his hand over my chest, and I'm like,
Oh, Dew was the one who shocked you.
I thought it was Cat.
Or Cat shocked you, my bad.
Cat. So I want to like practice that. I want to see if I can make a little shock come out of my hand to.
Oh, you absolute person.
I want a defib hand.
You want a defib hand? I'll give you one better.
2 defib hands.
Josh just cuts your other arm off. Okay, wait, need the other one.
Okay, I'm messaging you with something really fun.
Saucy Mix not telling the class.
I like it.
This is a technomagic cantrip.
Oh,
This is a written technomagic cantrip adapted from the Star Wars 5e edition.
is that range correct?
The range is correct. What happens when you try to defib?
Just electrocute. Just restart the heart.
Yeah. No, forgive me. What happens when Dendro attempts to practice using his robot arm?
I'm like walking, so I'll just hold my arm out first
Mhm.
and really focus, close my eyes, think of sparks coming out. I don't know. I'm trying to still feel if I can feel anything in the arm, like if I can feel motors or servos or anything, and try and generate some sparks. And then if I do get some sparks, I'm going to start walking around and just zapping little pieces of metal and things.
You try to create a spark in your hand, and you feel, you've slowly been like trying to see. It's like, there's definitely like a different feel for this arm. You feel your arm become warm. And you're like, oh, that's a nice sensation, a feeling of warmth. A full lightning bolt shoots out of your hand when you try to make a spark, and takes a chunk out of a piece of metal, and a bit of sand becomes glass outside.
That'll do. I'm sure I can tone that down a little bit if needed.
Damn.
Woo!
Yeah, you're gonna have to practice to tone that down to the point
Yeah.
where it's helpful. At the moment, it is purely offensive.
Don't consider me the medic.
One of the Warforged is like, when we were starting, we also needed practice to tone it down.
Oh, good. I'm not the only one.
The whole idea of using our abilities to help people didn't come for many decades.
No, that makes sense.
We were forged for war.
Well, yeah, good on you guys.
3 hours pass. There is a moment where you just hear like a ticking sound from the arrow, and then it stops, and everything is okay. And they have successfully scrubbed your transponder codes and deleted your registration. So your ship is no longer going to register in communications as the Arrow. So it is officially a pirate vessel as of this moment.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
The
I've always loved
Warforged.
those pirate romance novels.
Absolutely. Yeah, you guys are able to get back into your ship. The Warforged say their farewells. They're going to prepare to go over to Ion Voss. So they say goodbye to you guys as it gets into the evening.
I give Weed a hug.
Weed gives you, he's gotten an extra arm in this time. gives you a hug.
You got digits on that data pad?
Sends you details.
Hell yeah.
You can talk to Wheat
Bong.
within one gate.
Within one gate, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, there's a bong sound, just like a gong.
Oh,
It's the first one that's come through. You have friends, Suzie.
A second bong message pops up. Where the hell is my droid?
sending right. I type sending right back. Keeping Tilly with me. It's complicated. Take care. Heading out.
Take care. Good luck. You kept it an extra like 12 hours. Fantastic. That droid heads back. Only half a tank left. Going back. Thank you. Those guys head off. And do you guys want to do the night here, or do you want to head out
No, I want to
immediately?
head out.
Thrusters on, ignition key activates the ship. You guys head up out of the atmosphere and into space. And for Ro and Piuwhgieawrg, this is your first time off-world.
Yeah.
And you won't get to see it because there are no windows.
When he does that, I'll sort of shimmy over to where Piuwhgieawrg is, and just as the ship's taken off, I'll just take Piuwhgieawrg's hand and just smile. So the ship's come off, and that kind of wanting reassurance.
Guys, want to look at the sensors? Give you an idea of what's around.
Yeah.
Come here.
You guys huddle around the sensors. And Suzie does the calculations, activates the gate circuit. There's a thrum of energy in the ship. The Arrow teleports to Elydia 6.
Just before we do,
Yeah.
I throw that fucking stone out there.
You throw that fucking stone out of the airlock without ever finding out who was on the other end. And without them being able to track where you're going. Very, very, very cool. And that is where we will bring this session to a close. Tune in next time for another thrilling adventure seeking the hidden realms. Goodbye!